everybody. So right now, I am muted and deafened in the call, so I could introduce everybody. And if you can't tell, we decided to go with the meme of like size accurate. Oh, thank you for the contribution to the chair, and Trent, thank you for the resub. We decided to go temporarily with the lore accurate sizes. So, oh okay. Ad break, right? So everybody on the one on the left here is Libra, and I will let them introduce themselves shortly. So we have Libra on the left, and then we have Kohi in the middle here with the brown hair. And we are going to just have a nice, relaxing, just chatting stream. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute and undeafen. Please do let me know how the volume is for everybody. Whether they're too loud, whether it's just right. Like, please do not be afraid to offer feedback about stuff, because that's the only way I'll know how good things are is if you guys tell me. So we're gonna undeafen, and I will get them to introduce themselves. So here we go. Hello.
I never thought about that. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello,
Hi.
big woman.
Yeah, that's
Big
me.
woman.
Hello.
Big
it is
woman.
Big woman.
That's me. Hello.
So you might have seen in the background, guys, that the new background was moving a lot. That's because it's not a background. It's another lovable friend, Remi. Say hello.
Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Let me get down here real quick.
The size
Take your time.
The
Take your time.
size accurate.
Hello. Hi.
Ooh.
Hello.
It's like end of Evangelion. Tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down.
Harvey, hello, Remi. It's so good.
Hello,
to finally
Libra.
have you on.
Hi. Nice to see you. Nice to actually
great.
be able to do something with you.
Oh yes, it's so good to finally have you on. This is gonna be. Yep, Chad is already bringing up Attack on Titan. You know.
I'm sorry, Kohi. I have to eat you now.
Wait,
It's
what?
okay. It's an honor. It's been an honor, you guys. I get to be eaten by big woman now.
No. No, Kohi, I'm gonna save you. I'll get him for you first. And Burb is gone. I got eaten.
Oh,
I've consumed the bird. Yummy chicken dinner.
yummy.
I said I wasn't going to call you that. I told myself I wasn't going to
Good
call you
nuggy.
that.
Chicken nuggy.
I'm
inside Remi's
tummy. Can you hear me?
I'm
Is that
sorry.
how we're doing?
Do you guys want
Chat, are
to...
you into that? Chat, you like that?
Here you go. Here's
Love it.
Hey, it was a lie. I didn't get eaten.
Good.
Right onto the windshield. Very nice.
Oh my god. Well, that is definitely a through line of a joke that I was not expecting, but yes.
Full circle,
hello.
baby.
Full circle.
Somebody in my chat is
everybody.
asking, how does their hair smell?
Go on.
Like cherry blossom
Take
and
a whiff.
coffee, probably.
Coffee for sure.
Yeah, definitely coffee. I mean, your
don't
entire
even-
aura
Sniffer.
exudes coffee.
Give him a
my-
sniffer.
Is
Come
my...
on. Go
I don't know
on.
if my sniffy is coming through. It's not coming through. My
it's-
audio
no!
canceling is too good. Apparently.
Gotta love the noise canceling. But yes, today we have something special. We are
We do?
going to I think we do.
Okay. Oh, yeah, of course we do.
Of course we do,
Okay.
obviously.
Harvey, come on. You're making me look bad. But Harvey, hello, speaking everybody. We're gonna be talking about the 90s. The 90s. Yay.
We are really going to show our age here.
Hey. We are not old. None of us are old. Why are you
What are you
shaking your
talking
head,
about? I
Kohi?
belong in
Why-
the Smithsonian.
No,
What are you talking about?
no! I'm shaking my head because no!
I belong in the Smithsonian.
No, you did
I
not,
did
Remi.
research.
No,
I'm
you
a smart
did
bird.
not.
I read a book.
Yeah, I mean, like, 5 years from now, people are gonna be wondering, like those old VHS tapes, they're in museums now.
What?
Oh my god.
You know it's going to happen. I mean, at this point, the kids that are born today aren't gonna know what a DVD or a VHS are, more than likely.
I doubt most people
Oh,
even
no.
remember what tapes are, like, for music before CDs were a thing. Tapes. Anybody remember tapes?
Ape, yeah.
Yeah, the
Ape,
tapes.
tape
Just like how people
cassette.
used to make mixtapes and stuff.
Yes, exactly. Also,
That's
I'm
why they're
gonna-
called mixtapes. But then people like use CDs, but they still call them mixtapes.
I never actually thought about
Well-
that. Remi vanished.
Oh, there we go. I'm
Is
back
she back?
now. Hello. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm covering you.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
okay.
no, yeah, you're like good here. Kohi, go ahead and put yourself in front, and I'll make sure I'm in the back. There we go.
Perfect. There we go.
It's perfect. We're just like a nice little family now.
We
Cuddle the
are.
Kohi, cuddle the Kohi.
I'm the bodyguard.
God.
Don't anybody dare touch these people. If anyone touches them, you'll have to go through me. You'll have to deal with me.
Yeah, you're gonna answer the big woman.
You will
Big
answer
into
to
the
big woman.
Yes,
Big
I mean,
woman.
you saw what Remi was capable of doing. Knowing our chats, most of them are probably into that. So
You know, I would not be surprised.
No.
It seems to be
yeah,
getting a lot
what was
more
her
popular
name? Like,
lately.
Lady D from Resident Evil. We saw how much she blew up on the internet.
Oh
for
my
people who were just
god,
like, "Hi,
yeah.
mommy."
I think after that, like they did a consensus, I think, of the most searched up, stuff like that. And I think Giantess was
Uh-huh.
like actually starting to overtake most of the United States. It was
Oh
actually
my
becoming one of the
God.
most searched things. So yeah, that's definitely
It's about- I mean, that's the thing, though. Right? Whenever you have a pretty woman, all it takes is just a little bit, and then people are gonna fawn over them.
I know,
constantly.
constantly.
I
So,
honestly feel like
Erica,
she ran those sales. She
Oh,
increased the sales
absolutely.
percent.
Absolutely.
there was no doubt about that she increased the sales there. Because,
mhm.
I mean, come on, she was all over.
Feeling critically
all the
moist and
promotion,
scarecrowed
that she
him.
was
Oh,
like
yeah.
Thank you for
1/5 of the
following.
cake.
You
Yeah.
are now part of the treasure hoard.
Like there for that long.
It's
Can we
just, like,
look and speak
mad.
respectfully?
Yeah,
Yes, you
people wanted
can.
their dummy mommy, but the dummy mommy got dominated to death.
Rip Queen.
Yeah, Rip
Rip
Queen.
Queen. Rip Queen. F
We
and
didn't
chat.
really plan too much out. We didn't plan too much out for this, but we are nostalgic for the 90s. There's a lot of good that ended up coming out from the 90s. that
Oh,
we
so
remember.
much. So much.
Yes, for me, for one, I am always one of them that remembers the TV, the cartoons.
Oh, the cartoons. Tom and Jerry.
Saturday morning cartoon block.
Saturday,
morning
like-
cartoons.
Oh my god, yes, and Cartoon Network. Back when that was actually...
Yeah.
Didn't they get rid of Cartoon Network as well?
No, it's still around.
It's still alive, just like barely. It's on life support at this point, like most of cable television.
Yeah,
is.
most of that's
Well,
so weird.
I think I remember
I-
Cartoon
when I went-
Network. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, when I went to Papa Kohi's for the holidays, right, over the winter, like my family still watches cable because that's what they're used to, right? Because
Right, that's what
like
we
my
have.
Papa Kohi's a boomer, so like it's interesting because from what I remember, like you use the remote and like you type in the numbers to find channels, but now it's all different.
I
Like
know.
now it's not live TV anymore. Like you can just watch all a bunch of like pre-recorded stuff and like just go through the schedule. It's so strange. It's like a queue of shows and stuff. It's not even live. I think the only like live feed they
Oh.
have is mostly news related stuff. But even that, like you can go back and like rewind. It's very bizarre. It's very like
Oh.
dystopian.
So wait,
That's
if
so
you
weird.
if you don't punch in channels anymore, what do you do?
You have
Yeah,
just
that's what I
like
was wondering.
you have just like you just have like names of stuff.
just
weird.
names of stuff, so it'll just be.
It's just like
oh,
it look can't explain it. It's just like a schedule.
Huh.
It's like what the heck did they do to my
Yeah.
television? I used to
It's not
live in
there.
I
TV.
know, what the hell? I remember channel surfing, like, oh, this channel should have something on that
Mm.
I like, and punch it in. Oh, no, I'm not into this. Okay, what about this channel? They usually have something I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then the thing is, if you ever traveled like I did, all the different like regions had their own channels for stuff.
Yeah,
So it'd be like channel 50 over here is Nickelodeon. Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's channel 179 over there. And if you didn't have the channel guide, you had to go through every single
You had to
channel
go.
to figure out
You
what it
either.
The
was.
TV guide.
Yeah, the TV guide. You had to
The
go to
TV
the channel
guide.
that was specifically
Oh.
designed to show what every other channel was showing.
So crazy. And like to think that they actually had to like print the TV channel guide for like I think they would do it either weekly or monthly basis because you would just buy like a
Yeah.
little book that was like the TV guide and it would literally have like all the schedules for every channel listed out.
Yeah, because they would have everything planned like so far ahead of time for that, and if you weren't around at that time before DVR, guess
Yeah.
what? You missed it.
You missed
You
it. That
You
was
oh wait,
it.
they had the VHS, they had VHR, VHR, right?
Yeah,
VSR.
VHR. Yeah.
VSR.
Oh, was it VSR?
Yeah, the old
VSR.
VHS recorder stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
right. Oh my god.
Yes.
Recording videos to blank tapes. Like recording movies. Like
That
bootleg movies.
Oh yes, and you get all the commercials with it as well.
And the
I
commercials.
honestly, I kind of miss commercials. The
I
commercials
don't,
are so
God.
good.
Okay, the
memes.
commercials were really good.
Okay. Yeah, commercials are good, but it also depends because some of them,
True.
are memorable. Like the Mario got milk commercial where Mario drinks milk and he turns mega. Like, those are like awesome, but then you got the stinkers like we always have.
Oh my god. Okay.
Tails.
Somebody in my chat
Oink,
brought up a
oink,
commercial that I forgot
tails.
about.
Oh, which one?
Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on,
Oh,
apply
no,
directly to the
no,
forehead.
No, I don't want to remember that.
Listen.
It's stuck in my head.
They got the point across. You could never forget what exactly it
You
does.
could not,
Yeah,
because it was
Yeah,
head
the
on.
crap
You
didn't
applied it
do
directly to the
anything.
forehead.
No false advertising there.
Yeah, no false advertising in any way whatsoever.
Mhm.
They were right about it. You applied directly to the forehead.
You applied it directly to the
Yes.
forehead.
Mm.
Damn, what was
Oh,
that
yeah,
product
but
called
also
again?
the-
Head on.
Clap on. Clap off. That commercial's
Oh my
wow.
god. Clap on.
Which one was that one?
It was the one with the automatic lights.
Yeah,
that
the
you just
automatic
clap
light.
on
Oh
and
yes,
that you
yes,
clapped.
yes, the light.
Yep.
Oh, and then also, let's not forget about Chia Pets. Chia Pets. and-
Chia
Chia.
Chia.
Oh my god.
What?
And then don't forget they have the limited time Scooby Doo.
The limited time Scooby-Doo, but don't forget, as the year 2000 came around, you could get a Bush Chia Pet if you wanted. Bush and Al Gore, whatever it was.
Oh, that's so good.
And one of the
funny thing
ones.
is, I actually saw that at like a old
Right.
antique store near me as well. They were trying to sell for $100
Oh my god.
because it's vintage. People
Yeah.
Obviously want a Chia Pet.
Mm-mm.
What were you about to say, Remi?
One of the commercials that you and I talked about before Kohi joined was the berries and cream.
Oh, the
Oh,
berries
no.
and cream.
Berries and cream, berries and cream.
Berries and cream. Everybody loves
I'm a
berries
little
and
lamb.
That one
cream.
was
loves berries
scary.
and cream. What? That was not scary.
That one, I don't know, he freaked me out. And then it was like that and like the ice cream one where like the person's like eating their own head. The ice cream person.
Oh my god.
I
Do you
know what
remember
you're
that
talking-
one?
Yes, I remember that
yes.
one.
That one's terrifying.
That one's been on so many Curse commercials from like Chad Trotting.
Yeah.
Like, most of those have been on there. Hello, Crow. Sorry if I don't reply to chat, guys. We're focusing on the collab here, but I am reading it on the side. I love you guys. But the commercials from the 90s. I have my bias, obviously. I think the commercials from the 90s are just better because it was still during that period after the 80s, so where everything had to be over the top and like spectacular.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Stuff.
Yeah. The 90s
Yes.
commercials were something
And then when
else.
the 2000s came around, it got neutered in the 2000s, whenever that came around.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the 2000s ones were pretty wild too. And that's where we got like berries and cream from. I feel like they were super unhinged. They just look like super unhinged.
Well, yeah, we
Baby
had the
bottle
Mountain Dew
pop.
commercial with the spider monkey baby, right?
Oh my god.
yeah, it was what was it? Was it Spider Monkey Baby? It was something like that we ended up having. It was
I
just
do
like
remember
something.
that.
I'm pulling that up. It was God, it was like Pug Monkey Baby
Or
Pug
like
Monkey Baby. That's what it was.
the
Oh
also
my God, this thing is horrendous.
the Fruit Gushers commercials where they would like eat them and then their heads would turn into fruits.
Oh yeah, they would like explode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Oh my God, this is horrendous. Why did this get past production? Kohi, Remi, look at this thing. I'm sending you a picture and then I'm gonna load it on the chat here.
Okay.
Look at this thing.
I'll load it onto mine as well.
What is that? I've never seen that before.
It's
I
Oh
have
my
one.
god.
Puppy Monkey Baby.
I have one that's even more cursed. I don't like. It was for Quizno subs, and it was the Spong monkeys.
Oh, the monkeys. Okay,
It's
chat.
very
This is
creepy.
what I'm talking about. This is Puppy Monkey Baby. This was a Super Bowl ad commercial for like the new Mountain Dew like thing that they had at the time.
That might be why I didn't see it. I didn't really watch the Super Bowl commercials back then.
No, me neither.
I only watched the Super Bowl for the commercials. Well, that and also because I would do a bet every year for like $20 or higher, so that way I would always end up winning. Oh my God, the Sponge Monkeys.
The song is so good, Libra. They're just like these,
Quizno Sponge
they're like these like deformed little chinchillas with like photoshopped eyes and mouths. They're just like really screechy, like shit.
That's during the era of like they had no idea what the hell they were doing for commercials.
I don't feel
shit
like
at
a
the
lot
wall.
of people did, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, we've had a lot of good ads, you know, from like the 90s to the 2000s. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to talk about what happened with the guy, you know, from Subway, but we all know him.
We
That
all
was
know what
such a successful
happened,
ad
yeah.
campaign. Yeah, like that was such a successful ad campaign for so long. The $5, $5 foot longs, $5.
You know what one of my favorite commercials was that always stuck in my head?
What?
You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal a purse.
You wouldn't.
Piracy,
Oh, that's so good.
boom,
That one's
is,
classic.
boom, stealing, boom.
Oh, it's so good. That was a classic.
That was,
Like
you
there's
wouldn't
so
download
many
a
of
car.
there.
You want to download a car?
There's so many of them from that time period that were just like amazing, and the fact that we still remember them to this day is so good.
That attests
But
a
I-
lot.
Yes, and also I remember like the Pokemon commercials.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The games. I feel like the most iconic for me was like the Ruby and Sapphire one, where they have like the people cosplaying as the Pokemon on the screen. It's got like this cute little tune on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
the
so
lady with
good.
the zigzagoon and stuff. I mean, okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's ever going to be more memorable to me than the original commercials where they all get onto the bus and the bus.
Oh,
driver
yeah,
drives
yes,
Oh my
yes.
god,
them.
yeah.
They get crushed.
They all are dead.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that one's good.
I
know,
also.
I also really.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Did you know that Drake Bell is actually in like one of the Pokemon commercials originally?
No,
Oh, shit.
I did not know that.
He was. Yeah, he was.
Sweet summer
During the-
child.
Yeah, during the one where they're doing a trade where they had the cables like across
Oh,
the
yeah.
buildings. Yeah, that was him.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
and then
really cool.
that's another person
Wow.
that we can't, like actually talk about anymore. And
Oh my
even for, like,
god.
yeah, TV does really weird stuff to people. That's all I
Erica
gotta say.
Hitsugaya, thank
Oh,
you for the
no.
follow. You are now part of the treasure
Oh,
hoard.
no.
You know, maybe they were right. Maybe the priest was right. The Pokemon
So
are
Libra?
satanic. They're selling
Libra.
their souls to the devil.
I also remember like whenever the first time I ever saw the Kingdom Hearts 1 commercial where they're playing like the Simple and Clean remix, like I was
Oh
like
my
that blew my little
God.
child mind. I was like,
Me
what is this? What is
Oh
this
my
magic
god.
happening? What is that?
The simple and clean. Oh God. Okay, here's the thing. I know people. You know, a lot of people are just like, hey, it's just a crappy, you know, like romance song. Simple and clean hits hard.
He's
Okay.
good.
Simple and
I
clean
like
hits
the-
hard.
Like the opening version, like oh my god, Utada Hikaru went off.
I
Utada
know.
Hikaru went off in all of them. Okay, like Simple and
True.
Clean, Sanctuary, and then what was the name of the third opening? I forget.
Honestly, Sanctuary and Simple and Clean are the only
Yeah.
two I remember.
Yeah, me too. Those are the only ones that exist in my
Oh,
mind.
okay, well, here's the thing. I don't like Kingdom Hearts 3, so if I don't remember
no,
the name of the
same.
opening, that's the reason why.
Yeah, I
Holding your
haven't
wings
played
in
Kingdom Hearts 3.
solidarity.
Yeah. Like I remember the Kingdom Hearts so well
Oh my
because it's
god,
like
I
you
do
have
too.
Donald and Goofy and it's all like
Goofy.
nice and stuff.
I remember
And
keeping a save file specifically right before the final Xemnas fight just so I could go and play
Yes!
that over and over and over.
Mhm. Yep, me
Yes.
too.
Yeah, because whenever that came out, that was before YouTube as well. So
Yes.
unless you
that
knew
was
some
such a-
like super weird websites out there, you didn't know where to go to be able
Yep.
to listen to it.
Exactly.
I
was that little freak that would just save before every cutscene.
Oh my god, no, I did that too because there were some cutscenes you were just like, oh my god, I don't know how good this one is gonna be, but maybe I want to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, or just like the one in Kingdom Hearts 2 where Goofy dies.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god, we don't talk about that.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Oh, that was
good.
so
Isn't that like
much fun.
right after the Demix fight or something?
It was around the was
Yeah.
it the Demix or was it the
It's
Battle
a-
of 1,000 Heartless? It was like one of those two. It was around
It's
one of them.
It's like during the Battle of 1,000 Heartless, yeah.
Is it? Okay.
I thought it
Mhm.
was. I thought it was. God, talk about a moment I'm never going to forget for that time in gaming where you're just surrounded by an army.
It's cool.
of
It was so
them.
cool. It was so amazing back then. I was like, oh my god, how did they fit so many Heartless on my CRTV?
Yeah, how'd they fit so many on here? And then half of them are like 5 pixels,
Somebody in my
Yeah, they're just,
chat.
like,
together.
Somebody in chat also mentioned that old YouTube used to hit different, and it absolutely did.
Oh, yeah,
100% old
absolutely.
YouTube was. And game FAQs with all the text walkthroughs that you'd had to print out
Yes!
at your school
Oh,
library.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I
and
still have I think I still archived because I printed out the whole thing. I have the whole like Persona 4
Oh my
game pack that I
God.
printed out because like
Whoa.
I had played Persona 3 first without any guides, and I'm like, okay, when I play Persona 4, I'm gonna perfect the whole thing. 'Cause I can't. Persona games are long, guys, so I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I'm gonna
they
just
are.
follow the guide. Yeah, I remember printing it out and like. And I have it somewhere stashed. I have the archive, guys. No worries.
God, that is crazy. Because I remember
Mm.
the old YouTube because it looked like Facebook basically at that time.
Oh my god, it
Or like
did.
MySpace and stuff like that. And
Oh,
you
we had
also
channels too, like actual channels. Like
And
you could
actual
you could
channels.
customize them,
Oh,
like a page.
you could
Yeah.
okay.
customize them.
Something I talked about with my girlfriend earlier, and she couldn't relate because
Mhm.
she's a lot younger than me. Do you guys remember going to YouTube to watch anime
Mhm.
episodes in like 3 10-minute segments?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And then like part two of 3 is missing, so you have to like go on like a Spanish sub channel.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes. And then, sometimes
Oh,
it'll
God.
just be like randomly, oh, hey, this one's in French for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
well.
just like, bonjour, Naruto.
Like Naruto episode 5 part 1.
Yeah, just like the Spanish dub. Oh my
Because,
god.
like-
I watched a
went
lot of
through-
anime that way though.
Oh my
like
God,
I
I
watched
did
like a ton
too.
of like I watched
Yeah.
a lot of Lucky Star that way, and like Dokuro-chan and
I
Higurashi
watched
from
Bleach
Lucky
that way.
Academy.
Oh my god, Higurashi.
Yeah,
Oh my god, yep,
Bleach,
that
yeah.
was, yep, Bleach as well.
Yeah, but Bleach and Naruto were my two that I
Naruto as well, yeah.
Because I ended up finding some red sites soon afterwards where they actually had the full episodes and
Legal.
they did the translations on them like
Totally.
Yeah.
like a month afterwards, but I still got them.
Nobody will ever be able to experience watching anime episodes in 10-minute segments ever again.
Oh, it was.
It's
so
true. Oh god, and
bad.
wait, my computer was really slow, so I had to like let it load for like an hour for
Oh
each
my
part. So I opened
God,
like each
same.
tab and let it load.
Your computer, I watched those on my Wii, on the Wii
Oh my
internet.
god.
God.
On the Wii.
No, I would go to the public library every day after school and I'd watch them there.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, you had courage to go to the public library to actually watch them in person?
Yes, I actually, every day after school, I would make like a 20-minute walk from the school to the
Aw.
public library and just sit in the computer lab until my parents came to pick me up.
Oh, that's so
Wow.
cute.
That's like
Cute.
crazy though. That's
Those were
like
great
awesome.
memories.
That's also during that age where it was still, the culture of you like anime, you're a nerd.
Yeah,
You had to hide that
nerd. You
shit.
got made fun
You
of
had to
so
hide that.
much.
Yes.
Um,
Like I
Yeah,
don't
the
think
public library had a ton of archives of like the Shonen Jump magazines. So
Oh
I
my
would take like
god,
I would take like a
yes.
Sunday trip. I would take my bike and I would go down to the community library. And they just have like a whole shelf of like Shonen Jump and Shoujo Beat, like monthly magazines. And I would sit there and just like read through all of them.
Our
that's amazing.
our library also rented out DVDs, and every once in a while you
Yeah.
could go there and you
Uh-huh.
could find DVDs of like seasons of anime.
yeah.
That's how I watched Fruits Basket.
Oh, that's how you watch Fruits Basket.
That's how I watched Fruits Basket. Yeah, I would go to the library and I would rent the like DVD that had so many episodes on it, and then I'd go back, return it, and then rent the next one.
4 whole episodes, guys.
Yeah.
4 whole
4 whole
episodes.
episodes.
Yeah, 4 whole episodes per DVD, and then
Yep.
Like, they weren't cheap.
They
They
were
weren't
not.
cheap either.
Oh
They
my
were
god.
No,
like
they
30 bucks a
weren't.
pop.
Expensive.
They were really expensive.
Yeah.
Papa Kohi would never buy me DVDs except when he did for Christmas. He bought, oh god. And of course, like the one DVD set I own is like Dot Hack Legend of the Twilight, the worst anime.
Dot
Oh
Hack!
my god.
Oh my god, Dot
I
I was
Hack.
so
Must have
obsessed
had to
with
be
Dot
that
Hack.
one.
So
Oh
I
my
was like,
god,
oh my
I
god,
was
they have
too.
an anime. Papa Kohi buy me this for Christmas. And I remember the first DVD's fine because it follows the manga, but then like I got 2 and 3 for like my birthday,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, it's kind of not good.
That's kind of not good.
It's not like the manga.
So I've actually
Um.
been watching the new anime that came out recently. It's like Shangri-La Frontier.
Oh,
God, that makes me
yes,
want to go back and
yes.
watch Dot Hack again.
Yeah.
No, you do not
Sign
want
is
to watch
good.
Dot Hack again.
I
You do
do.
not want to watch
I
Dot Hack
do,
again.
just for the nostalgia.
Dot Hack Sign is good.
I mean, Sign, yeah, but then if you're talking about Roots, Liminality, or
Ooh.
like Legend of the Twilight Bracelet, it's like,
I'll say Roots, bro. There's no such thing as Roots. No, Dot Hack, you never got an anime. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's like-
What are you talking about?
It's just like how Avatar never got a live action movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or another Netflix live action show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, don't
Yeah.
watch it. It's not good from what I hear.
Okay, but
It's
then you have to
unfortunate.
go back and watch it just because it is so bad.
Well, okay, well, here's the thing. M. Night Shyamalan is, like, hilariously bad, okay?
Oh my god,
Like,
he's
that one is
fucking
hilariously
terrible.
bad.
He's
Like,
terrible.
Wait, give me you two give me your favorite like guilty pleasure like bad adaptation.
Guilty
Favorite
pleasure,
guilty
bad
pleasure
adaptation.
bad adaptation.
Like what adaptation you're like it's like universally like hated but like you still love it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Also,
I'll give you
like
mine
movies
first
or anime
as an
and stuff.
example.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like my favorite live action my favorite live action adaptation is the American Death Note.
Oh my
I
god.
think
Oh
it's so
my-
good. I think like honestly like as its own thing it's actually fantastic. I like it a lot.
Oh my god. Okay, for going like that, for going like that, for me, like, okay, like, I absolutely despise the Dragon Ball live action movie, but I
Aw.
laugh so hard every time I watch it, because it's like, how the hell did they get to this point with this?
Oh, that movie's kind of painful, honestly. Like, you know how, like, you know, you go through, like, the stages of cringe, and, like, the last stage is, like, you start feeling pain in your bones, like,
Yeah.
towards, like, the latter half.
I think for me, it's just I've accepted the fact that it's so bad that it's just
Mhm.
gone full circle to being hilarious. Especially because
That
they're like, oh
ending.
yeah, we're totally gonna get a sequel, obviously.
Oh god, I love when adaptations do that. They're like, oh yeah, let's set it up for the sequel, boys. We're gonna make so much money.
And then it absolutely bombs.
Yep.
So
Yeah, what about you, Remi?
I think one of my favorite, and it's not an anime adaptation, it's an adaptation of a game.
Okay,
Huh?
that's good.
That's fine.
The
That's
War-
fine.
the Warcraft movie.
Oh, they had one. You're right. The
Oh,
WoW
yeah.
movie.
They did have a Warcraft movie. Like
I
it might
forgot
not
about
actually be
that.
that much of a divisive opinion, but I think the Warcraft movie was about as good of an adaptation of the story that you could have made.
Mm.
I mean, I guess that like makes sense.
Mm-mm.
Man, like bring this up. This makes me excited for the future of like video game movies because of what they did with the
Yeah.
Mario movie, and we're gonna get the Legend of
And
Zelda.
Detective
like,
Pikachu was good too.
Yes, Detective Pikachu was like good too, and
And Sonic. The Sonic movies are really good.
yes,
I think they're
and we're
cute.
gonna have Shadow in the third one. I'm excited.
Oh my
I'm
god,
hyped.
the
It's
fucking
time.
the Sonic movies are so much better than they have a right to be, and I don't know why.
Oh
They're
yes.
so much better than they have a right to be.
I mean, and it's surprising considering how the initial reveal trailer Sonic went over as well.
Oh.
That absolute monstrosity they showed. You remember, right, Remy, of how bad
Oh,
it
the
looked?
teeth.
Which one?
Oh
His
yes.
teeth.
The
first
original
trailer.
Sonic trailer.
Oh yeah.
like, really
oh,
ugly.
ew, yeah. Also,
Yeah, that was.
sorry.
It was like so bad.
I think a couple more adaptations I would give shout outs to is like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for one. Like
Oh,
Johnny
okay,
Depp
okay.
The Tim Burton one?
absolutely. Yeah, the Tim Burton one with Johnny Depp.
Mm.
Johnny Depp absolutely did not have like the twinkle that Gene Wilder did because you cannot do better than
No,
Gene
no.
Wilder. You just
Mhm.
can't.
Yeah.
But I thought
agree.
Freddie Highmore was good as Charlie. I thought he was a really endearing
Mm-mm.
Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
And like the look of it was overall good, especially like the Deep Roy doing all the Oompa Loompa songs was really good. The biggest gripe that I had
Uh-oh.
with
I
that
liked it.
movie and that adaptation was like the dentist/daddy issue editions. I could have done without those.
Oh,
what,
no.
You
Could've done
don't
without
want
that.
dash daddy issues in your like
No.
Charlie movie?
No, I don't. I just want Charlie and the Chocolate
Just like, Daddy, can I have some chocolate?
And then last one would be The Watchmen. I don't know if you guys ever watched
Oh, The
Watchmen.
Watchmen.
I've never watched it, but I heard that it's great.
Yeah, I've heard that it's great. That's what I've heard.
So
Like that's usually the example people bring up when they're like very successful adaptation from like physical medium to film. They
It's
usually
like-
bring up like The Watchmen.
Yeah, it's still like shocking how rare it is. for
Jackie
that to
Earl
come across.
Haley
Mm.
was amazing and the ending was better. Like I will definitely give it that, but Snyder absolutely like
Oh.
fundamentally misunderstands the source material. So bad. So bad.
You know, sometimes it's for the better.
Yep.
You know, sometimes it's for the better. It's like when you have Usagi drop, you don't want to go past the first half of it, you know, because you know that's the good part. Oh my god, I can't wait. What I honestly just want to see is I want to see Metroid. That is what I want to see.
Oh
as a
my
movie
God.
the most. Because I want to see Ridley in good 3D and just be menacing like he should be.
Ooh.
Complete
Like
with
the
the
big
JoJo
reveal.
effects.
I mean, I feel like because we already know like the Ridley thing, but I'm like, oh man, imagine going in blind to like a movie like that, and then you get the big Ridley reveal at the end. Like, ooh.
Yes,
a
there's so
Metroid
much
live
that they could
action
end
would
up
go
doing.
hard.
Mm.
It would go so hard.
It absolutely would.
It
mean,
would.
with the Nintendo budget, it would be amazing. And we
True.
know how protective they are over their stuff at this point that they
Oh
would
my-
make sure it's good.
Yeah. They're so disgustingly
I think they're a
protective.
little better than they were. Like I feel like because with the recent like film adaptations, I think they're a little more lenient because they're probably like trying to get into other avenues other than games, especially like,
Yeah.
since they open Nintendo World and stuff like that. But I feel like like they're very picky and very controlling over the source medium now because I think
Very.
they don't want another like 80s Super Mario Brothers to happen.
Hey, that movie hits, okay?
Oh my god, now I'm thinking about the old, like, the original Batman movie. Like Batman Forever or
Oh,
something.
it's so good. Oh, come on, listen. Okay, but the song slaps. The kiss of the roses. It's so good.
Or just the which Batman was it? The one that had the bat nipples? I forget. Was it?
It was that one,
It
wasn't
was
it?
that one.
I think it was
Okay.
that
was
one,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
and the
Batman
credit
Forever.
card.
Had, God, what's Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Free?
Oh,
Oh, come on. It's so
But,
I
yeah.
miss Arnold, man. I
I
miss
do
his
too.
cameos.
Arnold
And
still
then the
pops off on Twitter, though.
dinosaurs,
Like, I love
the
seeing
Ice
tweets from
Age.
him.
Does he?
Yes, absolutely.
Senator Arnold.
Senator Arnold.
Senator
that is
Arnold.
Still
He's
so
not
crazy
senator.
To me
Or,
that he
no,
ended
he
up going
is,
from an
yeah.
actor to a
I think
senator.
I think he's gonna retire soon. Actually.
I think. I
Oh,
don't.
is he?
He's not the governor anymore. I know that. He's not governor of California anymore.
No.
Man,
But he
that
still
is
pops
such a
off on Twitter. He
crazy
still has like
change.
some great wholesome takes and everything. The man
Oh, does
preaches.
he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I
Role
need to bug
model.
him. I need to have Arnold follow me on
I
Twitter
should bug him.
now.
Hit him up, Libra. Get that collab.
Hit him up. Get him that collab with
Get that
Arnold
collab.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Just VTuber collabs with Arnold Schwarzenegger, like for no reason. Just like, okay.
Who's your
that works.
Oshi, Arnold?
Who's your
Pecora.
Oshi? If it's not me, I'm gonna
Yeah,
step on
oh
your
my-
house.
Oh my god, if we just find out that Arnold was a closet otaku this entire time and is a fan of Yura, that would be amazing.
I would believe it.
Uh,
I would-
yeah,
I
it would
wouldn't-
be. He is the type to be a closet otaku. He is. He is.
I would believe it.
Uh,
I would believe it.
Yeah, what was you guys's? What was your first anime that you like either got into or that like you purchased a whole series from or like that like totally sold you on like the medium?
God.
The first
I mean, for
anime
me,
that sold me on anime.
I mean, excluding the typical shonen entry points, I would assume.
Yeah. Like when you I'm gonna discount some of like the earlier animes because at least for me, I was like I didn't even know that was anime. I just thought it was like
Uh-huh.
really good cartoons.
Right?
But then like
Yeah.
the first anime you get into, we're like, oh my god, that's Japan animation. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
This
so
stuff's
they-
crazy.
Yeah, so passing over basically the Toonami stuff.
Okay,
Yeah,
passing
yeah.
over to Nami stuff. Okay, so no Naruto,
Yeah.
no Bleach. Okay.
Okay,
But
that came
does
really
adult-
late. I already knew what anime was by then. I was like,
Does
Hmm.
Adult Swim
But,
count? Are we excluding that as well? Because I was gonna say like Ghost in a Shell, from like the Adult Swim blot.
Yeah, are we excluding
It's gotta be,
Adult
like-
Swim stuff?
it's gotta be like your entryway where you're like, it's in like the in between like, oh, it's just a cool cartoon, like oh, like Pokemon Card Captors, DBZ,
Yeah.
Sailor Moon, and then like this got you into anime. It's like, okay, now I'm sold. Now I need to find out more about this kind of
Code
thing.
Geass. Code Geass.
Oh,
It would have to be
Hmm.
Code Geass because when I was watching the season, I loved the mechs because that was one of my first exposure to like actual
Hmm.
mechs that wasn't just the ugly Western, type of mechs where they're just like small suits or whatever. But having like the actual mechs in battle, and then the ending of season 1, I was hooked.
oh yeah.
So for
I was
me,
hooked.
personally, it would have to have either been because I don't think Death Note was on Cartoon Network. That was an Adult Swim thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So for me, it would have no. Actually, the anime that got me into it, I had to think a little bit more. Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, that's a
That
good
was my entry
one.
point. Like my cousin's boyfriend let me borrow his box sets of Yu Yu Hakusho. Binge watched the
Oh.
entire
Awesome.
thing. Binge watched it. I loved
Yes,
it. That would be the
Remi.
intro for me.
That's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Good
I
taste.
love Yu Yu Hakusho.
That is amazing taste.
Mhm.
Okay.
Togashi Sensei's works are my favorite for like
They're-
old shonen. Like everyone's always like
Yes.
Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. I'm like Hunter,
Hunter
Hunter,
x
Hunter,
Hunter.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu
Yeah.
Hakusho. Oh my
Inuyasha.
god. Okay. Okay, best arc though, Remy, and we need to pry your taste further. Best arc from Yu Yu Hakusho.
The best arc from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Like one answer. What do you mean, Libra? There's like one answer.
Hey, I've heard different opinions, but I need to make sure. I need to make sure Remy is one of us.
Honestly,
No
No pressure.
pressure.
no
No pressure.
pressure.
No pressure.
God, that's
Pressure myself.
hard for me. I honestly, I might have to go with. Oh my god, no pressure, right? I feel all the pressure. I
No
feel all the
pressure.
pressure right
Yeah,
now.
no pressure.
No pressure.
Um,
No pressure at all.
Go on.
Yeah, go. Go.
Go on.
Chapter Black. Chapter Black.
What? Huh?
What?
What?
Okay.
What?
What came after immediately after the Dark Tournament? Like Sensui is the antagonist?
That's your favorite?
That's the favorite.
I mean, I thought it was really
Your
good.
favorite isn't the Dark Tournament?
I
Yeah,
thought about it.
it's
I
not the
thought about
Dark
it long and hard. I thought about it long and hard. Okay. I thought about it long and hard. The Dark
I'm
Tournament,
kidding. No, you're
definitely
good,
solid.
Remi.
I loved it. I loved the Dark Tournament. Don't get me wrong.
We'll play it. I'm playing with you, Remi. No, there's no wrong answer. But
Like-
I will say, like,
it's Yu Yu
the-
Hakusho. There's no wrong answer.
yeah,
That's
I
the
feel like the
answer.
Dark Tournament arc really was the pinnacle of tournament arcs. Like, it set the standard higher
did,
than
absolutely.
ever for tournament
Yes,
arcs. So,
it did.
mm.
It did. That's the reason why. I mean, everybody talks about the Dark Tournament arc.
The
Like,
Dark
every
Tournament's
single
definitely,
bit-
yeah.
so
Like, it's-
iconic. I remember they reran those episodes the most too
Oh,
on like
yeah.
the Toonami afternoon block.
Yeah, for good
Um,
reason, because it was some of the best ones there.
Because the Dark Tournament arc, like, part of the reason why it was my favorite is, like, Kuwabara
Mm.
didn't get to win very many fights, but he won the
Yeah.
most important ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. He may not have been the most reliable in the way that they handled him, but, like, he could step up. He could step up.
Oh yeah.
He could, absolutely.
Mhm.
Like, were you guys like fans of the certain edgy boy of the group as well? My guy was.
You know,
Hiei?
you like Short Kings, Libra?
You
you like Short Kings, Libra?
Hey, I like being able to feel tall. Okay, I like being able to feel tall.
No, my favorite was Kurama.
Oh,
was growing up.
okay,
Mm.
okay. What about you, Remi?
I think I gotta go with you, with Hiei. I loved Hiei.
Hey, yeah, let's go.
I
See, when I was
loved
younger,
Hiei.
I don't know. I've always been into the pretty boys, but when I was younger, I'm like, oh my, I've never seen anyone like this before. I was like, who is this man? He's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's like, wait, is this a man? It is a man. Oh, it's a man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Look at he speaks. He opens his mouth. I'm like, oh, it's a man. He's the most beautiful man I've ever seen.
The roses.
Yeah.
Men
And then he
can
had a
be
fox
beautiful.
form. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God,
oh,
yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sold.
I'm so sold. You know, men can be beautiful. Beautiful men out there. Mad respect. Mad respect. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Keep it up. Keep it up, kings.
Like, going back to the Dark
I-
Tournament
I-
thing, because I
Yeah.
have to clarify
Yeah.
because now I feel like I'm being silently judged by everybody.
No, you're good now.
No. We were
I was
joking.
being
We
stickler.
were joking. we
We're
just had this.
joking.
We shared the same brain cell. We had to bully the big fox.
Okay. Like, don't get me wrong.
It's just like the little siblings bullying the big sister.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, I will say that Yusuke versus Toguro was an amazing final
Oh,
fight.
So good.
So good.
Oh god.
Man.
And the edge of your seat, like your butt is like clenching, like oh god, oh god.
Oh,
It just keeps
God.
going.
Yeah. But like
Oh,
at the
let's not
same
forget.
time, my gripe with it was like, and this might be an unpopular opinion, I know, but at the same time, a lot of the fights felt a little too similar. Like, good guy lost. No, wait, he got back up. You know, it was
That sounds
mostly
like
that for
shonen,
me.
though.
Yeah, I know.
I feel
that's-
when you rewatch it as an adult, I feel like it hits different. But as a kid, I'm like, oh, who's gonna win? Oh God, you can't tell.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you're a kid, it feels like so hype because you honestly
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, you don't know that that the good guy always ends up having to win. But
That-
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
like at that point, it's like I want you to win.
Thank you for the gift
Yeah,
sub
back
to
then,
Erica
like it was totally
Hitsugaya.
new for like to
You are
watch
now
anime
one of my
where like the hero wouldn't
treasures.
always win. I'm like, what do you
Also,
mean
hi,
he's not gonna
Shy.
win?
Or just like, wait, you mean there's
What?
an actual continuing storyline? It doesn't just
Yeah.
reset after every episode? What is this?
That was
Sad
crazy
news,
to
Libra
me.
is my
like,
wife.
No, like finding out that I'm like, oh, like this is like they're telling a story and like all the episodes are different.
Yeah, because I mean, you go from something like
Doubt.
SpongeBob to where you have them flipping patties one episode, saying, "Oh nope, nothing happened there. It's all good.
Like,
it's
even
all good."
Pokemon was kind of like that too, like the original Pokemon anime. Like even though it was like telling a story, a lot of the episodes were like one-offs. So like you could miss a couple and still kind of know what was going on. Because like at the end of the day, you're like, okay, Ash just wants to get to the Elite Four.
Yeah,
He wants to get to the Pokemon League. Mm.
yeah, gotta go to the Indigo League. I cried during Pokemon multiple times.
Ash setting Butterfree
No, me too.
left, like Ash releasing
Oh,
Butterfree
bye-bye,
left such a
Butterfree.
huge scar
Bye bye
on me.
Butterfree.
Yeah, bye bye.
That
I
and
mean-
like the Goodbye Pikachu one
Goodbye
too,
Pikachu.
where like he
Wow.
almost left Pikachu behind. I'm like, why would you do that?
Oh my god.
That
I
was your
know.
best bud.
God, that reminds me
So many
also
good
of the
moments from there.
the Pokemon 2000 movie when like Ash gets turned into stone
Yeah.
and you're like,
Oh,
No, that's the first one.
That's the first
That's the
one.
first
oh
movie.
wait,
First
okay,
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
not Pokemon
the
2000,
first
sorry.
movie. Mm-mm.
Pokemon the
It's
movie,
okay.
yeah. Pokemon 2000.
Oh god, I would cry my eyes out. When they all started crying, I was like bawling, and like Papa Kohi be like, "What's wrong with you?"
What's wrong with my
It's so
kid?
sad. Pikachu's crying.
God, I remember
She's
going
crying.
to school with my friends and like we would act out that scene on the playground during recess and
Cute.
oh my god.
I remember playing like on the playground. We would pretend to be Pokemon. I would always be
Yeah.
the Charizard. Because it's Charizard. Why would I ever want to be a Venusaur?
I
I'd be
know.
able to fly.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. You do not trash talk Venusaur in my presence, okay?
You leave Venusaur alone.
You
leave
leave
him
Venusaur
alone.
Why
alone.
are you two ganging up on me now? Why are you
Yeah.
ganging up on me now?
Because
Be quiet.
Venusaur is a great Pokemon.
Be quiet. You're my bird bro. You're
Venusaur's
supposed
a
to have my
goat.
back.
We do
Don't
we do
make fun
not.
of Bulbasaur.
We do
You're
not.
going to defame Bulbasaur in
We
front
do
of my.
not.
Hey! I said
Don't-
nothing about Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur
Yeah, but
Oh,
what is Venusaur?
What does
does he come
Venusaur
from?
start out
Because
as?
of Bulbasaur.
Exactly.
Hey,
Bulbasaur.
Venusaur. Do you remember what Venusaur looks like in Pokemon Stadium?
I like him.
Whenever he
Yeah.
attacks, he gets bloodshot eyes.
Yeah,
That's
he should.
scary.
Good for him. 420. Blaze it up, King.
Absolutely. Blaze it the hell up.
He needs
Let's
a
go.
hit, okay? Don't shame him. Maybe he uses it for medicinal uses, Libra.
Are we seriously trying to insinuate that Venusaur is a 420 blaze addict? Are we
Yes.
seriously-
Medicinal. He uses it for
Medicinal.
medicinal purposes.
Yep,
He's got
100%.
anxiety.
Yeah, medicinal anxiety purposes. Yeah, sure.
What do you think all
sure.
those like stun spore clouds actually are?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
He is I would also like to point out he is a grass type. Thank you.
He's
Isn't
the
that
grass type.
cannibalism then?
Oh,
What?
it's different. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's different.
Don't worry about it.
He's just built different.
Venusaur is still the
different.
worst of the original three, though.
Whoa. No.
I stand by it. I stand by it.
I think they're all good. Come on now.
Charizard.
bold. That's a bold claim.
Charizard,
That is a very bold
Blastoise,
claim.
And then Venusaur.
As a bold claim. My
It's
first
not-
starter was
it's not a bold
Bulbasaur. You
claim.
take that back.
My starter was
You take
Bulbasaur
that back.
too.
My first
I
starter
was the
Bulbasaur.
1%.
If we were to do a poll right now, I tell you that it would end up being Charmander, Squirtle. I mean, Bulbasaur will be last. I can tell you that right now if I was to do a poll.
Slander.
No, it is not slander. It is the truth, okay?
Okay,
Bulbasaur
alright.
has always been the least popular of the three in the West.
Okay, Gen 2 starters then.
Yeah, Gen 2.
Cyndaquil.
Oh my
Cyndaquil?
god, Libra.
Okay, no, I actually
Oh
gotta go
my
with her on this
God.
one. I actually gotta go with her on
Cyndaquil?
this one.
Cyndaquil's the best.
Totodile's right there! He's the little guy! Look at his face!
Totodile's second best. Okay, Totodile's second best.
Oh my god.
Totodile
I went
second
with
best.
Totodile first time.
No,
Yeah,
I went
and then-
Cyndaquil. I was
Okay,
just
go,
like,
Hoenn, go on.
Okay.
Gen 3.
Torchic.
Okay, yeah, Torchic.
Trico.
Okay, I do like Trico though.
I
do
love
like
Trico.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think Gen 3, it's like equal. It's like a three-way split. I think all three of them are amazing.
All three of them are actually solid. Like,
Al-
Mudkip is
although
one of the most
Grovyle is better than
memey.
Sceptile. Grovyle is better than Sceptile. I will still
They were,
always
they were
argue
cute. They all started out really cute.
They
all little
did.
guys. Then they got really ugly.
that.
That's when they started getting real ugly at the end.
Yeah, and then Combustion ends up looking like a certain anatomy part.
Oh,
Like
he's
why?
he's like a
Yeah.
he's the scientific term for rooster. That's what he is.
I mean,
He's a
it's
fighting
true, though.
chicken.
Fight.
It is, yeah, fighting
He
chicken.
is. It's the rooster fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, a rooster
Man,
fight.
did you know, like, really, like actually, like, chickens, like, they can, like, use their their back talons to, like, stab,
Oh,
protect
can
themselves.
they?
They can, like, kill.
Then why do they always
watched
get eaten
this-
so easily?
Oh, okay, that's different. Listen, it's like this. They're gonna get far flying, but they got some fight in them. Because I was watching this video of like this rat trying to attack this chicken, and he just like impaled the fucker.
Oh,
He killed him.
no.
I was like, it was the most intense thing I've ever seen. I was like, what is this video? They're like going at it. The rat's like lunging at the chicken, and then the chicken just goes what with his little leg, and he just takes him out, and the rat's just like twitching on the ground.
Oh,
It was
Jesus
wild.
Christ.
It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I didn't know they could actually do anything.
They can.
And I always thought they were just only good for eating.
No, they got aggressive chickens.
Very.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there is like fighting in certain like countries and stuff. Okay, Gen 4. Gen 4.
Oh, I don't really like Gen 4.
I kind of fell out after Gen 3, to be honest. I'd have to look up the Gen 4 starters again.
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
Gen 4, just my least favorite gen, but like if I have to pick one, I usually go for Piplup just because he's cute.
Okay,
Oh.
in terms of cuteness, Piplup is one of the best.
I gotta go with
He's
go with Turtwig, honestly. Like Torterra is such a
Turtwig is
beast.
cute. I would say of
And
the
I love
three, like
Torterra.
Torterra is the coolest.
I love Torterra.
Okay,
He is cool.
I think we're all split on this one because I'm once ago I'm going Chinchar.
Ooh, the
Monkey.
monkey.
The monkey.
Monkey.
I'm embracing the inner monkey. Okay,
Yeah,
everybody
he got
has
the
a fit
fire.
monkey.
He's got fire poop.
Yeah, I mean, what? I mean, yeah. So do we. Whenever we go to Taco Bell, okay, we become one with the
Oh,
monkey.
not me.
True.
Listen, I got a stomach of steel.
I don't go to
Are you
Taco
sure
Bell
about that? I
anymore.
mean, you were talking about earlier about how you poop on people's cars a lot. So
That's a choice. That's not because I
Please don't
have
poop on
bowel like
me.
irregular bowel movements, but that's just a symbol of domination.
you heard it first, Remy. You heard it first.
If that's what you want to call it. If that's what you want to call it.
Okay, Gen 5.
Oh god, I actually have to look up Gen 5 starters.
Black and white.
Oh,
No,
black and
there's-
white.
A pig, Snivy, and
Oshawott.
other one? Oshawott.
Yeah,
I gotta go
choose
with
none of
Snivy.
them.
Snivy.
I
Is
choose
it
Snivy.
Snivy?
Snivy's cool. What do you
Snivy.
mean? He's a snake. He's a grass snake.
That's why
it's
I was
cool.
saying that's why I'm going with Snivy. I
know,
like
but
Snivy.
Libra said none of them. Libra said none.
Yeah, because Gen 5 is the worst like generation of starters.
That's crazy.
That's
That's
a hell of a
crazy.
take.
True.
That is a hell of a take.
No, it is
Ooh.
not a hell of a take. I mean, let's look at it. I mean, the previous generation, you end up having the super cool turtle. You end up having the super cool monkey, the super cool emperor
No,
penguin.
monkey not cool.
Monkey
Monkey
not
hates.
cool.
Cool. Monkey is cool. It's
No.
Wukong. It's Sun Wukong.
No.
And
Put it away. Oh,
no, I am not putting it away. Oh, okay, then what's the worst generation? Are you gonna say Gen 4 is the worst of starters?
It is.
No, it is not. Kohi, you are wrong. Remi,
The
Remi,
slowest
back me up.
attack at HP depletion animations. The story is not that
We're not
good.
talking about the games, Kohi. We're talking about
I'm talking
the
about the overall
story
package. It affects my opinion. Listen.
Okay,
lines.
so-
Hey.
Something that we have to talk about is like, which are we talking about just the look of the starters, or are we talking about their evolutions as well?
I
think overall.
I'm just going off the looks of the starters.
I'm going over my feelings, my personal feelings.
Because
Yeah,
if
you're
I
very much wrong, Kohi.
have to give you what I think are the worst designed starters, I'd have to go with Gen
Uh-oh.
8.
Oh, is that the new one?
Oh.
No, that's not the new
Gen
one.
8,
That's
Gen-
Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble.
Okay, but listen, Score Bunny's so cute. Oh, the
Scorbunny
the
is
three are
super
cute.
cute.
Listen, Grookey is the only cute like Pokemon monkey we got, and look what happened.
Yeah,
All
and then
the
we'll-
final
then we'll
evolutions are
happen.
so ugly.
I hate the final evolutions of them. They're my least favorite overall. It's
Yeah.
just like, why is Inteleon a weird stick? Why are they so humanoid? I
Lizard
hate it.
man.
I mean, at least Generation
Lizard man.
6, you know, whenever they had like more humanoid, they all were more animal still.
And, like X and Y was lit.
Yeah.
I love Fennekin and the Froakie.
Brokey and
And
Chespin.
Chespin, yeah.
I forgot about Chespin. Chespin is so forgettable. Chespin.
Oh, apologize to the Chespin lovers in chat right now. I know they're not,
No.
but apologize to them anyway.
No, he's the one grass starter that I don't remember, but I like
Wow.
Fennekin. He's cute.
Finnegan
It's a
is
fox.
cute. I
Finnegan
know,
is
and
That's
that's
like the
why
cutest thing
I'm
ever.
waiting for Finnegan personally.
Like I feel like at least for me, like the Fennekin line is like perfect. Like all three of them are like amazing designs to me. Little
Yeah.
mage fox, it's so cute.
Yeah, here's what I'm
Especially the
hoping.
middle one. Like
I'm
Breakson's like a magical girl. It's so cute.
Magical girl.
I love that, I
Fennekin's still my
know.
favorite of the three, though.
Mhm.
Fennekin to me is still the best of the three, easily.
Yeah.
Small, adorable
about-
fox.
Sword and shield. Sword and shield. You gotta pick one.
Which gen was that?
That's
Score Bunny.
That's 7.
Is that
Well, Score Bunny is
That's Gen
Generation
7.
8.
Is that 8?
Yeah, that's
Se-
eight.
oh,
that's
7 is
8.
Sun and Moon. Wait, I skipped Sun and Moon. I'm sorry. Sun and Moon.
okay? What
Yeah,
were Sun and
Sun and
Moon?
Moon,
That was Gen
Oh, Sun and
7,
Moon were
right?
good. Litten.
Litten.
The. So
I gotta-
the
I gotta go
Owl.
with my boy Rowlet.
Rowlet.
Yeah,
I gotta go
Rowlet.
with my boy
Rowlet's so
Rowlet.
damn cute.
Popio.
Rowlet is like the perfect Pokemon too. Like perfect evolution line. It's so good.
Yeah, I think I
So
gotta
round.
go. I gotta go with Litten
He's
again.
bird.
Litten's
Might be the
evolutionary
you
line
might
is
be
like
able to tell.
particularly well designed, but
It is. But
It
come,
is.
Libra, we're birds. Come on. What about Rowlet?
I
Look
ha-
at
I-
him.
I have like a bias towards fire types, so
I have a bias towards
You're
grass
that.
types.
I like the ones that are cool and cute looking. I like the ones that look the cutest and the best.
were you the types that would just like not evolve like a Clefairy during your playthrough?
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
I knew it.
Okay, but I like Clefable. What do you mean? Like, if I didn't evolve something, it was usually like a starter or like Skitty. Like, I would never evolve my Skitty because I don't like Delcatty. I like Skitty the way it
Delcatty's
is.
a downgrade from Skitty.
Yeah.
I once did a May team actually in like Ruby and Sapphire based off of the anime. It sucked.
Oh,
It was so bad.
you got Torchic, Skitty. Didn't she get an Eevee?
Beautifly.
Yeah, Beautifly. Beautifly's not bad. You can make it work.
I mean, you can sort of make it work, but she only
Skill
has
issue,
like,
Libra.
she only has,
Skill
You gotta
issue.
you gotta
Pokemon.
over level yourself. You just gotta go to level 90 and then go just blast through the game.
No, I am not going to do that. I am not going to like over level for that. That's not
Skill
worth
issue
it.
then. Skill
Skill
issue.
issue.
I'm like diamond in
Skill
Overwatch at this point.
issue.
There is no skill issue.
Skill issue. Why don't you play Apex if you're so good, Libra?
Yeah,
don't
why
you
don't
play
you
Valorant?
1v1 me in
Well, here's the thing,
Apex?
I don't want to overshadow you two. Okay, I'm letting you
Got you.
guys. You know, have that,
Wow.
Oh my
know.
god.
Wow, okay. Alright.
I mean, but going from shooters though.
If only Wooper were a starter, I would
not.
have him.
Who?
That's somebody in my chat saying if only
Oh.
Wooper were a starter, I would only have
I love
him.
Wooper.
Whooper! We love Whooper in this chat.
We
Whooper's
do love
so-
Wooper. Remy is a beast at Apex, though. I am not. Jesus. I suck at Apex.
That's how my chat is. Like sometimes if some of my stuff aren't Overwatch, it's just like, wow, Libra, you're like actually good at something. Yeah, thanks, chat.
Wow.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's not
ouch.
like I was taking on like, you know, super high level people in Smash Bros or anything. Yeah.
It's okay. I'm not
Oh
good at
my
any
God.
games. Okay, I
Right,
take that
wait,
back.
going
My
back
chat
to-
was actually sorry. My chat was actually getting really
Oh, no, go
upset at how good I was doing at Hollow Knight. I made a lot of people mad when I played that for the first time.
Oh yeah, seriously?
Yes, So, have you ever played Hollow Knight?
I played
The
a
bug.
few hours, but then I forgot to ever get back into it.
Okay, highly recommend it. It's
Little bug
actually a really
man.
good game, but there were several bosses that people were like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna get stuck, you're gonna get stomped, you're gonna die so many times," and you know what didn't happen? Any of those things.
Ooh, gamer! We have a gamer! She's a gamer!
I remember I ended up going up against like one of the fights. I was like 1v3 or like 1v2 against certain things. And like, oh yeah, you're probably gonna die here. And then I just like didn't die on my very first attempt. It's like,
Wow. She's also a gamer.
that bongo cat was drumming hard.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's a redeem on my channel.
That is amazing. Just
That
like,
is-
just like just like pulling the booba.
Yep, just. That is a redeem.
That
Sorry.
That is so good.
I love it.
That is really good. That is really
It's so
good.
good.
Thank you.
The benefits of having big booba.
And there may be
Uh,
redeems in my
calm down.
channel that make them bigger.
Oh, Kohi, why is your mouth wide open?
No.
Kohi,
No, it's not.
Kohi,
Huh?
Kohi.
Yeah?
Why are you
What?
looking like that? Why are you looking like that?
What? I'm going what?
My God, somebody redeems one.
That face you have right now, Kohi. It's like you're so prepared to like get into trouble right now. I
As
love it.
somebody in my chat actually redeems one.
Oh, that's so good.
But yeah,
Man.
like going back on track real quick. How about an old game? Give me your top. Give me your top 5 favorite like early 2000s games from like PS2, GameCube, original Xbox era.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go all the way back
boy.
to PS1 if I can.
Or
I
PS1,
was-
yeah, if you wanna
I was
even
gonna-
go
I was gonna
farther.
say- Yeah, I
Okay.
was gonna say like 6 generations, like PlayStation 1 and 64, etc.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll start there. We'll start there, and then we can go up.
Okay.
Man, there's so many. Okay, I'll start off because I mean this is the easy one, but this is the game that I end up replaying so many times. You know, because whenever you're young, you don't get games that often. You just have to wait until your birthday or
Yeah.
Christmas,
Right,
or whatever,
yeah.
or you just save up a
Yeah.
balance every few months
Back
to get a
when-
You get
game.
one game, and
Back
you
when,
play
uh,
it for months.
Back when
Yeah,
$20 was expensive for a brand new game.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, the game in question was Banjo Kazooie, the well-known.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. All right.
Yes, Banjo Kazooie and Banjo
Yo-ho.
Tooie. And whenever I was younger, I thought Banjo Tooie was the better game.
They're both good. I never thought like one was better than the other.
I mean, they each have like their own strengths and weaknesses, but the amount of stuff that's in Banjo Tooie is too much. And I
There's a lot.
got blisters
fun.
on my hands from having to do the
Oh,
stupid
shit.
canary mini game because you had to
No.
button mash so goddamn fast against canary in like the last world to where it felt like it was bleeding.
Oh my
Whoa.
God.
Because it was like minutes straight of just going like that the entire time.
You can hear it in the background. Just
Oh no.
Yeah, you can. And then whenever I lose, I'd be like, no, throw the controller.
okay. So for me, I'm sorry. Actually, were you gonna keep going?
Oh no, that's all I had for that. That's all I had for that.
Okay, because I
Oh,
got a lot of my top 5 games picked out. Okay. So first of all, I have to go with the games that got me into gaming, which would be Star Ocean: The
Oh,
Second
okay.
Story.
Oh.
Wait, that got you
And-
started into it?
Huh? What's that?
That got you started. Wow.
Yes, Star Ocean: The
okay.
Second Story was like
Yeah.
one of my first
That's
big exposures
crazy.
to games. I loved that game so
Oh.
much. It means so much to me. I was so happy it got a beautiful remaster.
Yes, the remaster's amazing.
After that, I would have to go with a game that was called The Legend of Dragoon.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a good game.
yes.
That was an
That's a good
amazing
one.
game, and I hate that it got overshadowed in every possible way by Final Fantasy VII because Legend of Dragoon is a superior game. Yes, you heard me correctly.
Whoa! Shots fired. Beep,
I,
beep, beep,
I
beep,
will
beep.
shoot shots. I will take that fight any day. Final Fantasy VII is overrated. The Legend of Dragoon is better.
Wow! Did you hear that, Kohi? Did you hear that?
Oh.
And you can
Oh no.
quote me.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll quote you on that. We will quote you on that, so that way we know where to direct all the fire to.
Yep, by all means. I will pick that fight any day. Final Fantasy VII is overrated. Legend of Dragoon is better. You can bonk me if you want to. I don't care. I'm right, and you know it.
Oh.
Oh, well, there's the
Bonky.
bonks. There's the bonks.
Bonkies.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Okay, I would also have to
Okay, what
go
else you got?
with Spyro. I love Spyro. I played Spyro so
Oh,
much.
Oh,
yes.
that's a good one.
Question 1, 2, or 3, though. Which one?
God, they're all good though.
I mean, yeah, but you gotta have a favorite. Pick one.
Spyro 2.
Hmm.
I think I'm having a little bit of internet issues.
I never got into like platformers. I was like JRPG, RPG type.
But it's Spyro though. It's
I played
Spyro.
it, but like I've never owned it. I didn't have a lot of games growing up, but like I would play Spyro at like a neighbor's house. We'd just be hopping around.
Oh my god.
Oh
It's like the
my
demo booth.
God, yes.
They would just have like Spyro and like Crash Bandicoot set up, and I would just play it there at Walmart.
Yeah, because they'd have like the CRTs like hanging up so
Mhm.
high above, and the controller going
Yeah.
down there, and you'd have to strain your neck to be able to look at it because we're just like
Yep.
small little baby childs. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and then like the console's like trapped in like a bubble, like a plastic bubble. And like one of
Oh.
the controllers was always broken. It was
Oh,
like one
yeah.
of them was always broken.
Yep.
Actually,
oh my
when
God,
I
they
think
don't do
about
that
it,
anymore, do they?
when I think about it, I actually think I would have to rate. Actually, I would put Spyro 1 above Spyro 2, actually. I love Spyro
Wow.
2, but the original was just like always holds like a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
Just
The
because I
first one's
played it
always
so
like
much.
your most nostalgic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the second one just had so many like good quality of life stuff to it.
It
And then the
did.
third one came out during the Tony Hawk era, where it's like radical, dude. Spyro's ready. to
Radical,
Oh my
dude.
god.
Tony
What else
Hawk.
you got though?
Okay, so we've said Star Ocean, The Legend of Dragoon, and Spyro, and now going into the PlayStation 2 games, Jack and Daxter.
Oh wait, we gotta stay. We didn't get 5. We didn't get top 5 for the first era.
Oh, top 5 for
5.
the first
five.
era.
Like that one, like the one we were
Yeah.
talking, like PS1.
Okay, just PlayStation 1 game, top 5.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so definitely Star Ocean, the second
Or it could
story.
be like, like it could be like Game Boy or N64 or
Okay.
Yeah, any of
PC, PC 98, Windows
PC
97.
98.
Oh my god, Windows 98. Oh my god. You have awoken something else in me.
Oh my God.
Okay, so...
We're just gonna go like Toho in here with the PC 98.
Oh god. Okay, so let's
And
see.
Remi is debating.
I am, and I'm also having some
Libra, you only gave us 1, I think.
connection issues on
Yeah, I'll
Discord,
get
it
some
looks
more.
like.
Well, I mean, sounds like mostly fine. I can hear you just fine.
Okay, as long as you can hear me okay.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
SimCity
Yes.
2000.
Oh, Sin
Oh.
City. Okay.
I loved
okay.
SimCity 2000. Like, I spent so much time playing that game. My god. An unreasonable amount of time. Okay, so that's what? That's 4?
Roller
That's
Coaster
4.
Tycoon.
That's for Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I want off
yes.
Mr. Bones'
But
wild
listen.
ride.
You only ever played it to watch the people get flung off of the roller coaster. Let's be real, or like you fed them to
Exactly.
like the wild
Exactly.
animals.
I
That's
want
the
off
reason
No
Mr.
one
why I
ever
Bones'
played
wild
to
ride.
win.
I never did. I just played it because, like you said, it's just fun seeing him just go flying off.
Chaos. Just
Yeah,
make
the
the worst
chaos.
theme park ever.
It's like, why are these guys lining up to die? Man,
What about, like, flash games from the internet?
that works.
I mean, if you
see
had the internet in the, like in that era, absolutely. I didn't have it, but
It was closer to the 2000s that I got internet. It was like
Mm-mm.
2006, 2004, 2006.
well, that's like less. Like, I'm
Yeah,
talking
that-
about
that
like
would-
1999, like or
Okay,
previous for this
gotcha.
era.
Okay.
Before the 2000s, really.
Okay, then I won't
Yeah.
count that one then. Let's see. So Legend of Dragoon, Star Ocean, SimCity 2000, Spyro. I need a fifth one.
Mm.
Fifth one, fifth one, fifth one. I gotta think about that.
Is there any N64 games you really liked? None at all.
I didn't really have an N64. I just had a
Aw.
PlayStation, honestly.
Oh, PlayStation.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
PlayStation kid. Okay.
I was a
okay.
PlayStation child, yeah. Damn it, I had it in my mind, and now old PlayStation 1 game called Toomba.
Oh, Toomba. Okay.
I loved
okay.
Toomba.
Man,
Toomba.
I haven't heard of that in a long time.
I know it was such an obscure
PlayStation
title, but it
Toomba.
was so good. I loved Toomba.
PSX.
The PlayStation
Oh, yeah,
1.
the pink-haired guy, the
Yeah.
caveman.
Exactly. Yeah, the little
Yeah,
caveman
yeah,
guy.
yeah. I remember him.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
I just
one.
know him because of like internet stuff. I never played the game whenever I
Oh,
was
I
younger,
did. I played Toomba 1
how-
and Toomba 2.
Whoa.
there's a second one?
There was a second
Yeah, there's
one,
two of
yeah.
them.
I did not know there's a second one. I only ever knew there was a first one.
There was, and Toomba 2 is actually also a very good game.
Man. Okay, I think for me,
Mhm.
is it fine if I include Super Nintendo because I had
Yeah,
Super
that's fine.
Nintendo during
Yeah,
this
yeah.
time?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So for me, it would end up having to be there was a Legend of Zelda. Sorry, excuse me.
You're good.
Link to the what was it? Link to the Past was on that one. I mean that was my Zelda game. Okay, that and Majora's Mask. Those are my Zelda games. Like growing up, you can tell I'm a Nintendo fanboy even whenever I was younger. You can kind of tell where my interest ended up lying. But a lot of
The
these
bias,
are like
the
a lot of these are
console
like-
wars.
a lot of these were like hand-me-downs, okay? A lot of them were hand-me-downs because my cousins were gamers, and then whenever they were like, "Hey, we're gonna get a fancy new PS2," and then I would get the other stuff because my mama bear would be like, "Hey, we'll give you I don't know $100, whatever it is, whatever amount, right?"
They made you pay.
But yeah, I mean, you think my family is gonna do anything for charity? Oh heck no.
It's still like it's your family. They still made you pay. They're like, hey, just take this. We don't play with it anymore.
Yeah. Just take this $100. There you go.
Wow.
But that's how I got a lot of that stuff. That's how I got introduced to Pokemon, by the way. I'm not gonna put that on my list of games though, but that's how I got introduced to Pokemon was because they gave me a crappy Zapdos plushie, and that's what introduced me to
Aw,
Pokemon. And
that's
then
so cute.
yes, and I demanded my mama bird to get me Pokemon.
That's
And
so
then
cute.
I
Zappy
got there
bird.
for an entire week, and she was very mad. I very distinctly remember that she just got it for me so that way I would shut up.
I got into Pokemon from the TCG.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
from
I
the
still have
TCG.
I still have my massive collection of Pokemon cards.
Me too.
I wish I had all my old ones. I ended up giving a lot of my old cards to one of my friends, kids, because they fell in love with Pokemon. So I'm like, I'm gonna give them a lot of the old cards that I collected over the years.
That's so cute.
So
That's nice of you.
They
the
weren't in,
best.
yeah, they weren't in super good condition, so they weren't,
Oh.
like actually.
Oh no, mine
So-
are in a binder. Mine are in a binder. They're
Yeah,
great
me too.
condition.
I have I have the binder, the blue one with yellow trim that zips up. I have that one.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Okay. I see. Modern
Too.
over time.
What's it called again? It was like the really sparkly, cute one that came around like X and Y. When they had like Pokemon Generations for like was it 15th or 10th anniversary? They had like the special like mythical collection boxes.
Yeah.
And they had like
yeah.
the Pokecune series, and it was a very small set, so it was like 60 cards or something. So I
Yeah.
bought all the boxes to complete the set, and I did.
Let's
I went crazy to
go.
get that set because
I-
they were so sparkly, and they had like the shiny Gardevoir and everything. So
I-
got
there's
those.
a
I
lot
think-
there's a lot of cool cards.
I think the prized possessions of my Pokemon collection, right? I have the Mew card from the first movie when they were giving those out in theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was lucky enough
The-
to get one of those and
the
not the
Mew
stickers. Yeah, like the ancient Mew.
Uh-huh.
That's
Oh,
it.
it came. Oh yeah, the ancient Mew. It came with the VHS, I think.
Did it come
Did
with the
it? I thought it
VHS? I
was
thought
Yeah.
you got it in
movies.
theaters.
For me, see, I never went to the theaters because we were poor, but like I got the VHS for Christmas, and it came with the VHS too.
I know at some point they
Oh,
ran
I didn't
out
know
of
that.
cards and they had to start giving out stickers instead. I actually got a card.
Oh wow.
And
I
then
still have a lot of my stuff.
and then the other crowning jewel of my collection is a holographic Charizard that I got
Whoa.
from one of the little
base
10
one.
packs. From like the little 10 card
Oh,
packs.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a
That's so
holographic
lucky.
Charizard out of one of those because my dad came to pick me up at school, and on his
uh-huh.
way to pick me up, he grabbed 2 packs of cards, one to give to me and one to give to my friend. He let us pick which
Oh,
one we
shit,
grabbed.
You got the lucky one.
I got the lucky
got-
one.
Wow, that's so cool.
I was like, I
nice.
want
was
this
meant to
one.
be.
Grabbed it. We get in the truck. I tear it open and I start freaking out. And I'm showing them like, oh my god,
Yeah.
guys, look. You know,
Charizard.
I was so stoked. Holographic
Charizard.
Charizard from the pack. First edition?
Mm.
No, it was not a first edition, sadly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's so cool though. I mean, that's such a good memory, and it's
Oh,
the
it was.
Charizard.
It
Everybody
was.
wanted the Charizard back then. Yeah, see, Charizard is the best one. So you're just reinforcing my point that Charizard is best.
Okay,
See,
you
I also
hush.
one of my first holos was like the holographic Venusaur. So like, excuse me,
So
it was
you were just-
Venusaur and,
you were
and
faded.
Gyarados.
You were
Oh my
faded
God,
to fall in love
Gyarados.
with the
See?
Venusaur. It sounds like.
I was like, oh my god, he came home to me, my bubby.
My
The
I named
Bubby.
it Bubby, so my Bubby,
the Bubby. Man.
Bubby the Bulbasaur.
Yeah, right. Last game for me. I think the last one that I'll have is probably what ended up getting me into JRPGs the most.
Yeah.
I know you trashed on Final Fantasy VII, but
Oh. Hmm?
Final Fantasy IX is better. So there you go.
Final
Yes.
Fantasy IX is
Okay.
good.
Final
That's-
Fantasy
that's a
IX.
classic.
I will preach the how good Final Fantasy IX is. Don't you worry. I love Final Fantasy IX.
Yes.
It's like it's always like the sleeper hit, the niche one to like the Final Fantasy
Yeah,
9.
well, I mean, that's the thing, right? Because Final Fantasy IX, this is what I love about Final Fantasy. I love it when it's in the older, kind of
No, me
like time
too.
period.
Mm.
That's what I think they do best. I mean, yeah, they have this
So-
steampunkish like theme of Final Fantasy 7 or whatever, but once I get to stuff like Final Fantasy 15, where it's pretty much like futuristic, it's like Star
Yeah.
Wars almost. It's
like Final
it's
Fantasy
no,
Or like
13.
16, where it's just like dark and gray and depressing, and like it's just Game of Thrones. But I'm like, that's not Final Fantasy. This isn't
Like-
Final Fantasy.
That's the
Final
thing.
It's
Fantasy.
just Guy.
Final Fantasy IX is
Guy
actually
the game.
Final Fantasy IX is actually like for people who've never played Final Fantasy IX is like the second title I recommend to people who are new to the Final
Oh
Fantasy
yeah,
series.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's super easy to get into. I mean, it's super easy. It's it's not super complex. And like
Mhm.
some of them
The
try to
gameplay,
be.
I will say, if it's the original, some of the gameplay is a little outdated, but they do have mods that fix it.
Yeah,
But
I think a lot
yeah.
of the games from back then, they have so many issues or like broken so easily. Like Final Fantasy VIII, the junction system. Oh yeah, you can break that, no problem.
But yeah,
hated the
I definitely
junction
agree. Where
system.
like 9 has like a really solid, like easy to understand story. It's got like a really immersive.
Oh, the
setting,
world building is
especially because it has, like,
amazing.
oh, it's so
Yeah.
good.
The
The
world
environments.
building.
Oh god, I miss those.
Like it also has that
those
really
nice
cartoonish
2D
appearance.
backgrounds.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's so
yes.
cute. It has such
Which
a
was, like-
unique identity.
But
yeah,
at
which
the
was like so much better compared to like Final Fantasy VII, which was the start of the 3D era, and they just have squares for hands. And then Final
Leave
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 alone. It was the
Or
first
when
of
they
its
took
kind.
Final
Look.
Fantasy VIII, which was a
Leave it
giant
alone.
improvement.
All I'm saying is that 7 is overrated. I didn't say it's bad. I said it's overrated.
Leave him alone. He's already being beat down.
Yeah, like he's on the
Leave
ground.
his Lego
he's,
arms
like,
alone.
He's convulsing right now.
Like while like Final Fantasy IX, even though it looked cartoonish, it still delved into like mature and sometimes even dark
Yeah.
themes. But
It
it
does.
made sure to balance itself out with really funny dialogue, really good characters, and
The
it
dialogue's the
just-
best part.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and so Dawn is a really good, fun protagonist.
hmm
Mm.
And
Like,
then
just the way. Here's the thing. I will say Zidane is one of the best until like for the protagonists of all Final Fantasy for just so many small things he does. Like a lot of what makes him so good is what he doesn't say or what he doesn't do. Like he has a higher level of maturity than he lets on in so many situations.
He's a silly guy until he can't
he's a
be
silly
anymore.
guy.
Yeah.
He's just a silly
having
guy.
a silly little time.
Yeah, it's silly little time, and then, well, that one. It goes places.
Play
it
it.
goes places.
Play it and find out.
Yeah, exactly. Next time on Final Fantasy. My
Let's
evil
see.
silence.
And then
Please don't be silent. Don't be silent, Kohi. Please.
Good joke. That was fantastic. Really good
Pity
joke.
laugh, please, Kohi.
And for anybody else wondering about Final Fantasy titles, for the love of God and all that is holy, if you've never played Final Fantasy before, please do not start with Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh
No, what do you mean?
No.
Absolutely start with tactics.
No,
What do you
no,
mean?
no,
Oh,
no,
Oh,
no.
Remi!
Okay,
I'm
Kohi,
triggered.
listen. Kohi, no.
Kohi,
Listen.
Remi's right here. Remi's
Listen.
right here. No.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give you a hot take, okay? Final Fantasy
Okay.
Final Fantasy Tactics, my favorite entry of all time in Final Fantasy. 100% favorite entry ever. I love Tactics. It's my favorite. But I cannot recommend people start with it because it is
No.
grueling.
They should.
It is
Yes,
grueling.
they should.
No.
They need to learn.
No, they
No,
don't.
They need to understand.
No,
They need to be whipped into shape.
Because
They do not need to start with tactics. Tactics.
They
is
need
so
to restart the
convoluted.
map again and again.
okay, actually,
There's so many
Over and
convoluted
over.
mechanics in that game. That's so much more than it needs
sometimes
to
it feels
be.
like you need a
No.
damn PhD to play Final Fantasy
Yes.
Tactics, okay?
Hey, listen, if you can play Final Fantasy Tactics, you can then play any other game.
I would also
no, that
go-
is
Yes.
backwards of how it should be.
I would also potentially clarify, if you like Fire Emblem, go start with Tactics. If you like Fire Emblem, go start with Tactics.
Is Tactics harder than Fire Emblem though?
Yes.
Yes,
Like
100%.
here, 100%.
Not modern Fire Emblem, like old Fire Emblem.
Oh, yes, old
Well,
Fire
it-
Emblem.
yes, it's harder than older
No.
Fire Emblem as long as they're not playing on maddening difficulty. Like here's the thing. Here's the thing about like the tactics games. The reason why tactics is so bad to get into initially is because of how many systems that it has. I mean,
Oh, you guys
the
are
entire
killing me.
astrology system, as Remi
gotta
said,
go.
you need a PhD to understand that.
Final Fantasy
Nah.
Tactics,
Nah.
I think I described it as like Final Fantasy Tactics will slap you in the face, it'll then kick you in the
Yeah.
balls, stick your head in
See,
the
that's what
toilet
they
to
like.
give you a
It's a
swirly,
Dami mommy.
pull
That's
you
what the
out,
people
and then
like.
slap you a second time.
It's good.
Yeah, and also here's the other thing I didn't recommend about it is especially or the one that it ordered is an absolute trash port of it.
Emulation love.
Yeah, and
Emulation love, you guys.
yeah, I
But
mean,
no.
you know, gotta sail the 7 seas to be able to get it to run right.
But
Like,
like,
I
honestly
played the
don't think
PSP
it's
version
that
to
bad.
fix
You
that.
guys, I think you guys are exaggerating. I played that when I was like an egg, and I didn't like. It was hard, but it wasn't like anything I couldn't
Well, I mean,
overcome as a
here's- I mean,
baby.
here's the thing: like most people aren't gonna go into like the actual systems. Do you think people who end up complaining about the fact that Dark Souls doesn't have a difficulty slider would ever be able to understand
skill
anything that
issue.
goes on in the game?
I don't listen. We can gatekeep those people.
Okay,
Am I right, gamers?
Okay, yeah. And then
Normies hate.
you have the gaming journals who get stuck on the Cuphead tutorial. Okay,
Good.
That's
Filter
a
them.
level- that's a level player. is
Filter
talking
them.
about.
Gatekeep, girl boss.
Yeah, that's right.
Gatekeep.
Gatekeep, girl boss, gaslight.
No, yeah, I honestly don't think they're that bad. I think they're fine.
Like,
You know
I
what?
mean,
If it's that bad, just look up game facts, Fivehead. Look up the game facts.
If they want to get into it, okay, here's the thing. I want a new tactics game so that way I can, say that we have a modern Final Fantasy Tactics. Because besides the original PS1, the most easily readily available one being the PSP, then we have the
Don't say it.
GBA that never got
Yes.
ported, then we have the DS that never got ported, and it's like,
Why didn't they? Why? Why do they hate Tactics Advance so much? Libra, that's literally my #1 favorite game of all time. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance is literally like the best game on the planet Earth. Okay, maybe it's like #2, but still, like that game is one of the best games on this fucking
Thank you for the
planet.
shout
I
out.
love it
Take
so
care of
much.
that.
I
Fair enough,
replayed
real
it
quickly.
so many times. The story's amazing. The gameplay amazing. I will say Tactics is a lot more easier than the original Tactics. I mean, oh wait, actually, it's got the judge system.
oh god, the judge system, Remi. Did you play
It does
Tactics
have the
Advance?
card system.
I did not
But,
actually play
no, I will
Tactics
say-
Advance.
Okay,
Oh, God,
okay,
it's-
Kohi, explain the judge system. Explain the judge
So,
system and
the
how
judge
bullshit it can
system-
be.
The judge system adds additional rules to your strategy map, right? So you got your
Okay.
basic map with your enemies with certain weaknesses, certain spells, certain counters, etc., etc.
Right.
But then the judge system, a judge will fly down and be like, "All right, on this map, humans cannot attack monster." It's like the map is
Oh.
full of monsters. The map is full of monsters. Half of my party is humans. So like, if you get you get fined. You get red card, and then they'll put your. Not only will they put your party members in jail, and then you gotta bail them out later. But if you get red card in jail, the game's over. So you have to start over again.
Oh my
But
god.
luckily, for certain maps, they do have like set rules that are a little more reasonable. But on all the other like grindy maps, they're all randomized, so you can like reset. You can save scum. But let's say you didn't save scum for a while,
Let's say you didn't save
and you
scum.
get a really bad map. Oh god,
yeah.
it's bad. It can get bad. But I think it's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
I think
and
it's funny.
it could definitely be funny, but then say you didn't save for like an
Hello,
hour or
I am
two,
the
and you go into
doctor.
a boss fight and
Hello,
you forget
Mr.
to do that, and then
Enderguy.
it turns
Nice to
out,
see
oh
you.
hey,
Nice to
I
meet
can't
you.
use my physical
No
attack.
healing. Yeah, no
no
physical
healing.
attack.
Doing
No
well
healing.
today.
First one.
We are
That's so
having
good.
a stream
no magic
about
as well was
old
so
another one
good.
'90s
that they
media.
had. God, there were so many like things in that, and then it could also be like multiple ones that just
Oh, yeah.
completely screw
They
you
would pile them
over.
on. But later on the line, you could change. You could get when you get further into the system, you can change the rules with like your own cards though. You can
Yeah,
negate the
Okay.
laws, which helps later on. But it takes a while to like collect and get to that point. Like you do kind of have to suffer through the system for a bit.
Yeah.
On top of the added needed for strategy. Yeah.
It was
it's fun.
so it's like painful whenever you're initially going through it and you're not paying attention, but I look
Yeah.
back on it fondly as a cool idea.
I do
'cause
too. I think
it-
it's great.
It made every single map, even if it was just random encounters, that there was
Mhm.
something unique about it.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
So somebody in my
love that
chat
game.
mentioned you can't
Yeah.
use items, but if you land with a dark attack, you get a judge point. Spend 10 judge points for the summons.
Oh yeah,
That-
yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
like
yeah,
in
the
order to
summons,
use
right.
summons, you gotta do good things. You gotta follow the rules.
Oh,
You gotta follow the rules and get your
okay.
good noodle points. You gotta
Yeah,
get your golden
good noodle
sticker.
points.
Yeah, you gotta be a good little boy or girl.
Gotta be a good little noodle. And then you get
Be a good
awarded
bean.
to be able to summon. And the summons were cool for like the Game Boy Advance era. They had like a little cutscene and they would just rain down hell on the whole map.
Yeah, they were
Exploded.
so cool.
They were really
so
cool.
That's pretty
good.
cool, actually. Yeah.
That's the thing I'll
Also-
say
Such
about
a good
Final
game.
Fantasy.
We,
Summons have always been amazing.
Yes.
We got really distracted. Libra, you still need to give us the rest of
We
your,
really
your
did.
favorite game titles.
Oh, I already went through my 5.
Oh, did you? Okay.
It's my turn.
It's Kohi's
It
turn.
is, it is your
It's
turn.
my
Kohi.
turn. I grew up mostly playing PS1, N64, and a lot of other consoles through my neighbors. So a lot of my neighbors were very well off, and they had like multiple consoles. So I would like go to their house to like play
Wow.
games, or like I said, me and
Wow.
Papa Kohi, we'd have like we'd go grocery shopping on the weekends, and we'd usually stop by like Best Buy or Media Play or
Oh my
Walmart,
God.
and we'd actually
Oh
like
my
go look at the
God.
electronics section to play games together. But of the consoles I owned, I had a Game Boy Pocket, the original black and white Game Boy Pocket.
Oh my
Okay.
god,
Yeah.
yes.
And since it's still of the era, I do love red, blue, and yellow. But I will say gold. I played the shit.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
gold
same.
over and
I had
over and
gold as
over.
well.
I was a silver
Like-
player. I'm the outlier. I'm the
I
outlier.
had gold.
Well,
I had
silver is
gold.
good too. Silver is good. But yeah, I had Pokemon Gold. That was the one version I had. And like, man, like
Here,
I still think like okay, the Heart Gold and Soul Silver are also amazing remakes, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
just the Johto era, like Gen 2 is probably like my favorite of
It
all
was-
time. Like
it
I
was
got a
very
little bit nostalgia
memorable.
lens.
Yeah.
But like the areas are so memorable. The soundtrack is
Yes.
amazing.
Oh
I
my
love the
God,
Pokemon, the
yes.
Gen 2 Pokemon designs, Remi. Oh my god.
We're on. Yeah,
They're
they were.
so
They
cute,
were really
so
good.
good.
Yeah.
And the fact that they did put almost like they put all of Gen 1 into the game, like I can just play red and blue on my gold version.
Exactly.
I can just play through red and blue on my gold. Like that's amazing.
Exactly.
Boy,
That's
he
It was so
He was
good.
a genius. He was
Mm-mm-mm.
a genius.
He was, and
rest in
so
peace,
yeah,
Iwata-san. Rest in
definitely
peace.
gold. Pokemon Gold goes on my list. Like, it needs to be on my list.
But no.
My other game that I played mostly through my cousins, completely together, and then I played through an emulator on Papa Kohi's work computer. But
on his work computer. What?
On his work
yeah, because he used
computer.
to. He would bring like this really big, bulky, chunky laptop, and like
Oh my
he
god, I
had some
remember
emulators
those.
on there.
I had one.
He would, like, he learned how to install an emulator. But Chrono Trigger.
Oh
is
my
my
god.
favorite.
Yes.
I cannot believe I forgot Chrono
Chrono
Trigger.
Trigger?
Yes.
Chrono
I
Trigger
can't
is
believe you
literally
forgot
what
it.
started like Pokemon is an RPG, but I didn't really think of it as one since it has a lot of like monster raising in it. But like
Yeah,
of like
that's
part
fair.
like the classic like turn-based like party changed my life. I was like, your actions have consequences.
I
Eat
have
the chicken at the
consequences.
fair. Oh no!
Oh, no.
I ate the chicken and I got in trouble for it.
Yeah.
But
Man,
it's so good.
If in my chat, I know if some people in my chat were, gonna say something right now, if it was me, they'd be like, "Hey, Libra, that's cannibalism. Shut the hell up."
Shut up.
Oh, it ain't. We're not chickens. You
Yeah,
can
we're
eat
not
chicken.
Chickens.
I'm a sparrow. I can eat other birds. It's fine.
I'm a
Yeah,
fox.
Harvey,
I can
do
eat
the
chicken
same. I won't
indiscriminately.
eat you, Kohi. I won't.
I say I give you permission. I'll give you the pass, Remi. You can eat birds. It's fine.
Oh, I can eat birds too?
Wait,
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, no,
Oh,
no,
ah.
no.
Sorry. Can you put yourself
Hey,
ahead of me?
I gave
again, real
Remi
quick?
the
Can you-
go-to.
Can you
Wow, you gave Remy the bird pass? Are you serious?
Yeah, I gave Remi the
Kohi?
bird pass.
Wow.
Remi's cool.
We were supposed to talk
Remi's
about
cool.
this.
Thank
We were
you.
supposed to talk about this though.
But
Okay,
anyway,
so
really
real,
focus.
real quick,
So yeah, goal.
like layer
Yeah.
yourself above me real quick, so I can.
Me?
Yes,
Kohi?
yes, so I can come over here and.
No,
My
oh,
hoagie.
you're getting
Nom,
nommed on,
nom,
Kohi.
nom,
No.
nom, nom. Eat the bird. Nom nom.
Wait, why do you have heart eyes, Kohi? What are you doing?
No, I don't. What? What are you talking about? No, I didn't.
Yes,
Don't
you
lie.
did. I saw that.
Don't
Hold on.
lie.
I am
Hold
not
on.
lie.
She
I
can,
saw
she can
that.
play
Stop
that game.
lying. No, I didn't.
Oh, there's the noms again.
Okay,
Man, I can't
continue.
believe you
Sorry.
gave Remy the bird pass.
But yeah, Chrono Trigger, I love it. It's so good. My first run was I still remember like just messing it up, and I had to like look it up. I had to like look up the old magazine. I remember we went to
Oh, a
was it-
magazine.
Oh my god.
I think it was at the
magazine
supermarket.
walkthroughs.
The supermarket used to carry actually like the primo guys.
Oh
the
my
primo?
god,
Is it
Primo,
or
yeah.
Primo guides, yeah.
Primo
Yeah, the
guys.
Primo guides, and there was a Chrono Trigger one. I remember, and like I would look through it and be like, "Oh, that's how you do it! I gotta do this and then get that." And I would take a little post-it note and write it down. I would do that. I did that for like Ruby and Sapphire as well to figure out how to do like the Reggies to do the
Oh, the
Braille thing.
Reggies,
I
yeah.
looked up the guide and wrote it down. I wrote down the Braille guide in a little sticky note. But yeah, so
Oh, you actually
Chrono
wrote
Trigger.
it down. Wow.
yeah, I had to write it down.
I use game
my-
FAQs for that. For that.
Didn't
That
know
was my
no internet. I
go-to.
had to do it the hard way.
I also.
I had to write it down.
I also had a Game Shark.
you had a
Oh,
Game
lucky! I
Shark?
always wanted one.
Lucky.
I had a
I
Game
always wanted
Shark.
one.
You pop
So
that disc in
lucky.
first, you select the game you want the cheats for, you turn on the cheats, pop out the disc,
Yup.
put in your game, and you're good to go.
I'm so jelly. I wanted one of those, but
too.
my mama burb was like, "No, it's cheating. You're not a cheater. You're
Nope.
better than that."
I had a Game
Shut up,
Shark.
Mama burb.
Papa Cole, he was like, "You don't need that. It's too expensive." Okay.
It's
Okay.
okay. Okay.
What,
I don't
do you
remember
want
how
a
I got
game
mine.
or do you want this thing? It's like, I want a game. I'll
I
take
want
a
a
game
game.
instead.
Literally writing
they
hex
always knew how to make-
decorations.
They
Yeah,
knew how
and
to make
then,
us work.
Oh god, I'm trying to think because I get some of the PS2 titles mixed up with PS1 sometimes. Okay, well,
I
in
gotta do a
64,
stretch
we'll
real
stick
quick,
to
so I'll be right back.
yeah. For N64, Yoshi Story,
Wait,
Yoshi
Yoshi's
Story.
story?
right? That was on there, right?
Yeah,
The
that was on N64, but I don't hear most people mention that one though, because that's like the
Oh,
that's
man.
like the ugly duckling of the Yoshi games.
Why? It's so fun. It's so good.
I mean, yeah, it is fun, but it's always considered like the lesser of most of the Yoshi games, especially because of like how short it is and like no collectibles really.
But like, listen, if I go play at my friend's
Okay,
house, I
there we
only
go.
got like
I,
2 hours. We only got like 2 hours of
I did
like
your I did the
game
stretch.
time. All
Thank you
right.
for that, by the
Yeah,
way.
Make
you
it
gotta
count.
beat that. But also, you know, the everything that that game had, it had the black and white Yoshi. Like those are the best
Yeah.
Yoshis.
They're so cool looking. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like my favorite, but like in terms of like the ones that I was able to play in this era, because most of my favorites come from like 2000 and after during what is it, the PS2 Gen 7? Is that what it is? Gen 7 era, Gen 8? I don't know the names. Yeah, yeah.
7, I
So
think.
I
Yeah.
kind of had to like, I gotta squeeze myself out. I gotta squeeze my favorites in. What? See, I can't remember if Tony Hawk Pro Skater was
was
on
PlayStation
PS1
1.
or PS2.
That was
That
PlayStation
was
1.
PlayStation
Oh, yeah!
1.
That's right. Yeah, Tony Hawk.
I played the
Tony
hell
Hawk.
out of that
And
too.
it had, yeah, and they had like the disgusting logo where like the eyeball gets like pierced. I'll never.
Oh yeah,
oh, God.
I remember that.
I'm like traumatized. You
I remember
I
that.
remember me and my friend, we would be like, oh god, like it's coming. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, don't look
Yeah.
at it.
You can avoid it. Don't
Yeah.
worry, Kohi. I'll cover your eyes for you.
Yeah, that
then I
game we
think-
would just mostly play to listen to the music too. We would just like
Okay, the
sit there
music
and be like,
popped,
oh my God,
though.
it's so good.
The music
It
popped.
did.
Music was
It was
good,
so
though.
good.
Music was good though.
So good.
Man, I never got into the Tony Hawk games. I never
That was the only
did.
one.
I played
That was
Tony
the only
Hawk's
one.
Pro Skater, and then I also played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was the first one and the second one. Let's see. I got Pokemon Gold, Chrono Trigger, Yoshi,
Yoshi's Story,
Story.
it's Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk. One more.
One more.
One more. One more. One more.
Trying to think of like
one more.
Game Boy era.
You can do it.
Um,
I believe in you.
I mean, there's the Super Mario, the Wario games. There's like
That's true. That
there's
is
a
true.
lot that came out on the Game Boy. Tetris.
Legend of Zelda.
I never liked Tetris.
Oracle of Seasons and
I
Oracle
Never
of
pla- I-
Time.
my first, you won't believe me, but you have to. But my first Zelda I ever played that I owned was the Minish Cap, actually.
Oh, the
Okay.
Minish Cap.
My
Okay.
first
That's
one
later.
was,
That's later. See, I can't mention it. It's not. It hasn't come yet.
My first
Minish
one was
Cap was
Oracle
good,
of
though.
Seasons. I think that was Game Boy Advance. Was Oracle of Seasons?
Yeah.
No, Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages were Game
Game
Boy
Boy.
Color.
Were they Game Boy
Yeah,
Color?
it's, like,
Okay.
still, like, the
That's
pocket.
right.
Yeah,
Four
the
Swords
pocket era.
was Game Boy Advance.
Yes. and Minish Cap, yeah.
Yeah, the
Trying to think, what other N64?
Oracle of Seasons was my first Zelda game.
Chloe is deep in thought right now. I can
Very.
See
I can
brain
see
it
cells
on her
going
face.
overdrive
I'm
right
thinking.
now.
I'm thinking.
Come on,
it's
Bird
like,
Bro, you got it.
Oh, Smash Bros. The original Smash Brothers. The original
the
Smash Brothers.
The
original.
We
original
played the
Smash
heck
Brothers?
out of that.
Okay, okay.
And we would always, I remember just arguing, be like, we all can't use Kirby. Stop using, you can't. Kirby's broken.
For my
We
group,
can't use Kirby.
Oh, did you actually know, did you know back then that Kirby was actually broken?
Yeah, like back then, like, because everyone, if you play Kirby, you win, because you would just suck the person out and just spit them off the field.
Oh, it wasn't
Most
even
of us-
because of his broken moves. It was just because of the suck. Okay, okay.
It was the suck. Okay, we were tiny little babies playing Smash Brothers. We didn't know how to, like, technical dodge or anything. We would just, like, hit each other until we fell off.
Oh, there wasn't even dodging in that. We're talking about the original. God.
Yeah. But, like, you know, you could still try to, like, flip back up onto the stage, but, like, we didn't know how to do that. We would just, if you fell, you're done. That's it.
You didn't know how to
If you fell
recover.
off, you fell. Yeah, so basically we were like, we had to ban Kirby, or like either everyone was Kirby or no one was Kirby.
Or nobody was Kirby.
Yeah.
And it's so funny to me as like a person who did Smash competitively that Kirby is always the one that's like is like the noob slayer, right?
Yeah, he is.
Regardless
he's the easiest
of
one.
the
The noob
age
slayer.
bracket, it's always Kirby. Yes, because all Kirby does is he goes to the edge, he just goes "Brrrr," and just suck you and then throw you off, or just like do an SD with you.
He
and
gives
take
you the
both out.
suck.
No,
He gives you the
gives-
suck.
He gives you the
big
good
suck.
suck.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's the good suck. if
Your
you're both
last
dying.
suck.
The bad suck.
Yeah, instead of the last rights, it's the last suck.
And Pikachu too. I remember like I would always use Pikachu because I could just like spam the little bolt tackle over and over.
Oh yeah, the quick attack. Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I don't get how that's supposed to be quick attack, but okay.
Yeah. That was so OG Smash Brothers. We put in a lot of hours into that one just because like multiple of us could play. Like usually it had to be like because it was like 2 or 3 kids gathering at one time. So it's like, okay, we either have to play multiplayer game or one of us has to be happy taking turns and watching the others play.
So,
just
So
like
I usually didn't play
yeah,
a lot of
Mario
like single player
64,
games.
I did that with my cousin when we took turns per star.
somebody in my chat said, totally not me getting ganged up on because I dared to, like, Meta Knight.
Oh, in Brawl. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I think the
God,
first
that's my
Smash
key.
game I played was what was the one on the GameCube? Wasn't there one on GameCube?
It's
Melee.
Brawl. Oh, it's Melee.
Oh, that was Melee.
Yeah,
for
Melee
me
was-
and my group of friends,
yeah.
that was when I first got introduced to Smash, and for us, the like the universally banned character I think was Ganondorf. Nobody was allowed to play Ganondorf.
Was
What?
Ganondorf? What?
Really?
Yeah, nobody was
I
allowed
thought
to
he was
play
always like the worst
Ganondorf.
one.
I mean,
I'm like,
he,
he's
like,
so-
I mean, he's like a mid tier in Melee.
Yeah.
But like.
Look, I don't know.
Ganondorf?
Okay, we were a bunch of dumb kids in high school and drama class. Okay.
God, I think the universally banned character for like my thing, I think it was Falco, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure Falco was
It
the
ain't
universal
Falco.
ban.
It ain't Falco.
was still
Wombo
Kirby.
combo.
It was still Kirby.
It was still Kirby.
It was
But this
still
at this
Kirby.
era, when it came to okay, so growing up, like hardly anyone had a GameCube. So like I missed a lot of GameCube games because a lot of my neighbors didn't have it and I didn't have one. We were all
Uh-huh.
like mostly PS2 kids. But no, me and Papa Kohi, again, we'd go to the media play. They had the GameCube demo booth set up. And me and him would actually play like Melee on the GameCube together for like a good like hour. We would
Oh,
like
that's
hog up.
awesome.
We would hog it up and he'd play with me. Man, like he would not even hold back against me. I was just
Oh,
a
he wouldn't even
baby.
hold back.
He's just
Oh,
like, oh no, I
man.
ain't going. Listen, I'm not gonna go easy. I'm gonna win. Play to win, Kohi.
A GameCube
That's how I
game.
learned.
A GameCube game is
Play to
actually
win, play to win.
responsible for the reason why when I use a controller, I actually play with inverted up and down. And that's all because of a GameCube game.
Oh.
Wow.
It was
Which
it was
one?
a GameCube game called Geist.
Oh,
don't know that.
guys. Okay. Isn't that the? Oh God, is that the one where you like take over bodies of like?
Yes,
stuff? Is that the one where
yes.
everyone- Yes.
So, I
like
think in
a
Geist-
poltergeist.
Yes.
Yeah, essentially.
So the game was
Mhm.
called Geist, and I think in like the initial release, the controls were like automatically inverted, but there was no option to switch it back. There
Oh.
was no option to switch
Oh.
it back, but I loved the game. So I learned
Huh.
to play with inverted controls, and ever since then, I've just done inverted up
Amazing.
and down on every game I use a controller for.
That's so
that is
good.
bizarre to me. That I don't know how you guys do it. Like
I
inverted is so
Powerful.
awkward.
inverted is very awkward, but that is how I play like my first person shooters. If I'm using a controller, my up and down is inverted.
Oh. Ooh. So like you press down to do up.
I press down to
Up
look
to do
up.
down.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, it was like that back then. I remember playing a
It
lot of
was,
games with
mhm.
that. Where you had to like remember, like, okay, in this game it's backwards.
Yeah.
In
that-
this
that's the
game,
thing
the
that-
buttons is backwards.
Yeah, that's the thing that throws me off, especially whenever I go from like doing Xbox to not
Oh, yeah.
Xbox, so like
Mhm.
PlayStation, Xbox to GameCube
Yes.
or whatever. Just the controls.
Oh,
are like, okay,
God.
this is X. Oh wait, no, that's X on that one.
Every
but
ace
then
by
that's
the
X,
controls
this is-
ever.
and- yes,
Oh.
because then some of them will have the right, button be the A button. Some of them
Yep.
will have the
Yep.
bottom, and it's like, and then the X will be the left one on another one when it's the bottom one on
In
PlayStation.
some
It's like,
games,
God
in
Oh.
some
damn it.
games, circle on the PlayStation controller, circle was confirm and X was
Yep.
deny, but on another game, X
Yes!
was confirm and circle was deny.
Oh
Cole,
my
like,
God.
listen. Tell me you didn't like screw up many dialogue choices by just pressing
God,
O or X
I
because it
have.
was different.
I have.
So
100% I
many.
have.
So
I mean,
funny.
I still do that. I mean, that's what some of the Japanese games do. They still keep the O as the
Yeah.
confirmation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, now we go to PS2, GameCube,
PS2 era.
Xbox.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll go first
Okay.
since I went first last time. I'll go
Okay.
first again.
Okay.
Does.
Immediately the first two I have to mention, Jack and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank.
Oh,
Oh,
that's good. That's
those
solid.
are-
That's a
those are-
solid
those are
choice.
I
solid.
loved those
That's solid.
games so much. Let's see.
Mm-mm.
So Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, in no particular order because I love those games equally.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Other PlayStation 2 games that I played a ton. I had some in my mind and now I don't remember. Halo from
Good job.
the Xbox. Classic Halo.
Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance as well. Game Boy Advance.
Game
Boy Advance as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Game Boy Advance. Legend of Zelda Four Swords.
Oh, Four
Ooh,
Swords.
good one.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see, other Game Boy Advance games. Oh boy. Other Game Boy games, other console games. Call of Duty
There's
Big
so
Red
much.
1.
Like this library is huge.
Yeah, especially because of the PS2. I mean, the PS2.
My beloved.
Gigantic.
My
No,
beloved.
wait. Final Fantasy X. And Final Fantasy 12. Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 12.
Oh,
12 is slept on.
That's
12
Oh,
is
it's
good.
left
I
on.
mean, 12. I mean,
So-
it's Evilise again. We were just talking about tactics. And
Yes.
We're going back to
Yes,
Evilise.
okay.
That's why I like it.
But they,
He's
oh no, I
saying-
love Final Fantasy 12, but again, like the
Hmm.
problem with Final Fantasy 12 was that the combat system was far and away some of the slowest that Final Fantasy had to offer.
Yes.
Yes.
It was slow.
That's not to
It
say
was
it's
slow, and then like
bad.
it was grindy. It
Yeah.
was grindy too. I
It's
remember
not-
like being stuck in areas, being like, oh my god, like the boss is gonna be level 42. My characters are still at like 36. Oh god, and the enemies only give me like 40 exp, and I need like 12,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
the grinding in it was
Yeah.
not good.
Like-
Remi, Kohi, I have to ask a serious question though.
Okay.
Did you go to fight Yzmat at the end?
Yep.
Did you?
I never
all-
finished the game.
Yep.
Oh, you
I
never
went
Yeah,
through
I got stuck. I literally saved before like a major it was one of the judges. It was like one of the last judges, and like again I saved like in a bad spot where like I have to grind, but it's gonna take me like hours to grind. I'm like 10 levels
Um,
below.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you did, Remi. You fought Yzmat.
I fought Yzmat, yeah.
Oh my god, you can share in the pain. Yes.
I sure can. You dredged
Okay,
up
okay,
memories
did
that I
it-
had buried underneath
did it-
layers of trauma.
Did it take you 6 hours to beat it like it did for me? Like about 6.5 hours straight?
Yeah, it took me a while. It took me...
Oof.
Yep. Yep,
Oof.
Kohi.
Like I said,
th-
I
you
buried
have to
that under
remember, the
layers
max-
and layers of
Yeah,
trauma.
yeah. Before we get into your other stuff, we need to talk about this because this is one of the most bullshit scenes in gaming.
Oh
Period.
no.
Okay.
I will
here's the
say,
thing.
I
Yeah.
will say, like a lot of the the RPGs of that era, like why were
Oh,
the boss battles like hours long though? What? Hours?
Oh, okay. Like, yeah. I mean, that's how they did because it's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
people have time, right? You know. Not
If
really,
you're
but
gonna play,
still.
you're gonna commit. If you listen, keep the PlayStation 2 on. You can change the channel, but you keep the PlayStation 2
Yeah,
on.
leave the channel on.
Yeah.
Leave the PlayStation
Yeah,
on. You
oh
can
my
unhook
God.
the
like,
cable, but
Papa
don't turn
Kohi
it
be
off,
like,
please.
Stop playing. I gotta watch the news. I'm like, but I can't save right now. It's like, they keep it on, but I'm gonna change the channel. I'm like, okay, please don't turn it off, please.
Oh, I remember that. I remember
Please
that.
don't turn it off.
But here's the thing
So
with
I buried you
Yzmat,
again, I'm
okay?
sorry.
Like
Hmm.
during that era, you had raid bosses in your MMOs, right? And they'd be
Yes.
the big giant things where you'd have to get like 30, 40 people and they would take multiple hours to beat, right? So in but typically in that you have like 30, 40, 50 people, however many, the damage cap is like generally higher, whatever, and you're able to prep really well ahead of time. Yzmat with optimal settings of using Berserk, a complicated set of healing between your characters, max weapons, max other stuff, because he can only do 9,999 damage apiece.
Right.
Yzmat, if I remember right, had 50 million HP.
I think...
Oh God.
Yes. And after you do about 20 bars of it, so about 20 million HP, your max
Yeah.
damage goes down to 6,999 a hit.
Because
Yeah.
when Yzmat's health dropped below 50%, he reduced all damage he
50%,
took
okay.
by 1/3.
What is this?
Yep,
This is raid boss
yeah,
happening
by
right now.
1/3.
What is
And here's
this?
another thing. Yzmat also had an instant death attack, to where if he didn't do
Oh
the setup
no!
right, he would kill each of your members one by one. So if he did the instant death attack, you had to try and run out of the arena and save your ass. But if you leave the arena, then he starts
Ugh.
regenerating like 500,000 HP
If you
every second or so.
If you wandered out of his
Ugh.
reach, he would start buffing himself with Protect, which would reduce your damage more, and then he would also give himself a
Oh.
Bravery and Faith and Regen, and it's
Jesus
like,
Christ.
God
Oh
damn it, you son of a
no!
bitch.
Yes, and so you would have to repeat that, and it's not like you can just leave it and walk away because he'll do certain stuff to where you have
Yep.
to be there watching the entire
Yep.
time. So you have
Jesus
to be
Christ.
there for all six,
Oh my
6.5 hours for this, and there is no way to speed it
yeah.
up. And if your gambit system is not set up properly, which for the chat, the gambit system is basically like a computer coding thing, to where if X happens, the unit does Y, basically. You had to have a
Oh.
string of like, I think it was 40. What was the max demands for me? Was it like 30 or 40?
I think it was 40.
I think it was 40. So you had to
Oh.
fill up the entire string of 40 commands to be able to
Jesus
have it
Christ.
do consistently on all
Oh,
of your
damn.
characters, to be able to have it set up perfectly. Because you had to optimize the health, you had to keep the characters in berserk, you had to keep the buffs up, you had to keep everything perfect to be able to kill this thing. You had to go to a goddamn programming class in college to understand how to fight Yzmat.
Yeah.
And not to
Jesus
mention,
Christ.
not to mention, it took you like an extra 80 or 90 hours just to be able to get the Yzmat because of all the hunt quests you had to do beforehand.
Okay, and you want to say that Final Fantasy Tactics is not a good is
He's
not a
not.
good game for people to start out with?
This is
Yeah.
only if you go for Yzmat, though. If you're just going to clear the game, you don't worry about any of this.
Guess so. I guess, but still,
Death
it's like,
Strike casts death on instant party members. His special attack, Cyclone, would inflict your party with the sap debuff.
Oh my god.
He had Stone Breath, which had a 30% chance to petrify your characters.
Yeah, so you had to have the cure all thing ready to go on all of your members.
And then White Breath was a 30% chance to put stop on your party.
Yep.
He
yep.
absorbed holy attacks. All of his attacks had no charge time.
Yep, they were instant.
And he also had Ignore Evade, which made most shields absolutely pointless because he would just hit
Yep,
you
any
anyway.
evade builds were useless as well.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And I think just his regular physical attacks also had like a 5% chance to do instant death as well.
It was something like that, yes, because you were constantly rezzing.
Because
Kohi, does this sound fun to you?
because the lower his
What?
HP got,
Where
he
am
would
I?
also start doing more combos. Which I think his combos capped out at like 12 hits. So 5%
Yeah.
chance of inflicting instant death on a 12-hit combo brought that shit up to like 30% chance to just auto attack and kill you.
Oh my god.
Yzmat was
We continue on
fucking
with your picks,
terrible.
Remy. I'm having so many like war flashbacks to this stupid boss
It's
now.
like fucking Vietnam.
It basically is. I spent 6 hours of my life on this thing.
The
holy
battle,
shit.
I think, for the average player was like, on average, for regular players, was at least 2 hours to beat Yzmat.
Well, no, it's
Wow.
way longer than that. It's
Was
6
it?
hours on
Oh
average.
my god.
It's 6 hours on average.
Oh, that's right. 2 hours was considered fast. 2 hours was considered fast.
Yeah, that was considered
Oh.
fast.
Oh my god.
Never again, for the love of God. Every other mood, Kohi, I'm in disbelief
Oh.
at how this endgame BS is
And,
gone.
I'm scared.
One of
I
my
don't feel
other,
safe.
one of my other,
I don't feel safe.
somebody in my chat and fellow Final Fantasy 12 enthusiast said if you cast Reflect, he would cast Renew on the person, which would fully heal him.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh my god. This is the most sadistic boss
And
fight
it
in like
wasn't-
Final Fantasy history.
It wasn't even until Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age that they made him susceptible to all stat lowering attacks.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's bullshit.
It was
think the only
absolute
thing that beats
fucking
it is the
bullshit.
boss from Final Fantasy 11. Like that one super angel boss that they had in the MMO. I think that's the only thing that's ever beat it.
Libra, somebody else in my chat said, Mom, I don't care if the meatloaf is ready. I'm already 5 hours into the fight.
Yeah. Real.
Oh my
Yzma
god.
was an experience that I never want to relive.
I never want to do that ever again. Like, I mean, it's a memory I'll never forget.
It's something you'll never forget, but
God.
it's something you'll never want to remember either.
Yeah, it's. I just look back on
like-
it like I spent 6 hours on this.
And what did I get
Anyway,
out
Final
of it?
Fantasy 12 is great, guys.
Final Fantasy XII was
Final
great.
Fantasy
It's
XII
okay.
It's actually a great game. It's actually a really great game. I love seeing Evilise and the judges and
Just-
all
It's
the
great, guys.
races.
Just ignore Vaughn and treat Balthier like the main character because he was supposed to
Yeah,
be.
exactly.
He
Be
was
nice to
supposed to
him.
be
He's
the
a-
main character.
He's an orphan. Leave him alone.
I don't give a shit about Vaughn and Penelope. Like, it was everybody else that was cool in that.
Vaughn
game.
not-
wasn't
it's
even supposed to be
Penelo.
in the game.
Penelope, Penelo bread, peanut bread.
Leave her
same
alone.
thing.
She's cute. She's cute. Leave her alone.
Look, Vaughn wasn't
I
even
mean,
supposed
I
to
mean,
be in the
Viera
game,
is cute.
okay?
The Viera is cuter though.
For him.
Leave on alone.
Oh my god.
Sorry, not me with a
I
mouthful
have
of
good
noodles.
memories with that.
So I was eating my snacky too.
What kind of noodles? What kind of noodles?
Just beef instant ramen.
Mm,
Like
Chicken
the
is
Maruchan
better.
cup ramen.
Chicken is better.
I think they're both good.
You're allowed to have wrong
Okay,
opinions.
listen, the creamy chicken, real good. Gotta
They
get
have
the creamy chicken.
You have creamy.
Yeah,
chicken?
the creamy chicken is so good. It makes it like,
I
it's
didn't know they
creamy.
had I didn't know they had a creamy chicken one.
Yeah, there's a creamy one. They add a little bit of thickening to the powder, so it becomes more like it literally is more like a Alfredo consistency, and then you can put a little mozzarella
Oh.
in there. Oh, it tastes so damn good. I love
I
it.
did not know that. I'm gonna have to look out for that now.
Yeah, it's like a very light yellow bag.
Like
creamy
yellow.
chicken.
Okay. I will keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, remind me
creamy
later, Kohi. My bird brain is not gonna remember.
Okay, I
So-
will bet if I don't forget as well. But yeah, continue. Your favorites.
Yeah, continue.
Oh, right. Final Fantasy. No, that was all mine. Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and
5?
Clank.
Okay.
He actually gave you
Mhm.
6, yeah. Ratchet and Clank,
Or
Jack
the-
and Daxter,
Ratchet and Clank. 2,
Final Fantasy
10 and 12.
10 and
10
12.
and 12. Okay, that's 4.
What was the other one? I know I mentioned another one.
There
Oh,
goes
Geist,
Bongo
right?
Cat.
Oh, Geist.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
no,
Is it Geist?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Geist,
Geist.
I think
Geist,
so.
Geist,
Maybe.
right.
Yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
Four Swords as well.
And
Oh, yeah,
Four Swords, yes.
Okay,
So I gave
that's
you guys
good.
like
Alright.
6 or 7 games.
Okay.
It's hard
Can
to
I-
pick 5.
It is.
Can I
It
bring
really
up an
is.
Can I bring up an MMO that I played during the era before, like,
Sure.
you know, I got the Wii's
Wait,
and
wait,
stuff?
wait.
Yeah.
I have one more that I absolutely
No,
have
it can't
to
be
mention.
Wii.
It was before
Yes?
Wii. It was before Wii that
Oh,
I
okay,
started
yeah,
playing it.
Yeah, go ahead, Remy.
I have one more that I absolutely have to mention just because it's a game that I still play all these years later. It was started as a Flash
Uh-huh.
game, RuneScape.
Oh, classic RuneScape.
I
Classic
still play RuneScape. I have
Classic
my
RuneScape.
on RuneScape 3, I have my 15-year veteran cape, and I also play
Whoa,
RuneScape Classic as
whoa.
well, or OSRS, Old School RuneScape.
Wow.
I still play it
Wow,
all these years later.
okay.
I still play it.
Still return to the RuneScape.
I had to
So
mention
for
that one.
me,
Go ahead.
I have to mention, because you bring that up, I have to
Remy, were you a
mention
dot hack
the
fan girl?
MMO that I
Absolutely.
played at the time, which was
Club
like
Penguin.
rest in peace, Club Penguin.
Rest in peace, Club Penguin.
Maple Story. Maple
Oh,
Story.
Maple,
yeah.
Maple Story,
Maple
yeah.
Yes, because I started it because it started like in 2005. You know, before
Yeah.
I ended up even was close to getting a Wii, because I didn't get that until like 2 or 3 years later. And thank you for the follow.
Also,
but I fell in love with that because my cousin
Collective, thank you
introduced
for
me to
the
it, and my
Oh.
cousin
resub
hacked
for 11
all the
months,
time
almost
on
a
Maple
year,
Story.
yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, so like for
It's
me,
been
it's
a
like
long time.
you want to get rich quick
Thank you
in
very much
Maple
for the
Story
sub.
bucks.
It was nice. It's nice to
Like it would
nice
just
to see
do like
you.
this jump quest or whatever for him repeatedly, but it was just it would instantly teleport to the top, like teleporter to the next
And
room. It's just keep doing that for an
Edelweiss.
hour,
I
and
think that's
I
pronounced
got
Edelweiss.
ripped off. I only got like
Thank you for the follow.
100,000
Welcome to the
mesos
treasure
per like
hoard.
run or whatever, and that was not worth it. That
No.
was not worth it whatsoever.
Not
I
worth
was
it.
getting cheated. But at the same time, I was able to make me my archer and get to like level 50. Which is like
Did you
nothing
do
in
it?
that game. Nope, I did not do it, but I have so many memories of that game. That is the first time where I got scammed in a game before.
Oh no, Libra.
RuneScape was my first time getting scammed in a game.
Oh
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who do me like, oh yeah, I can duplicate items, totally legit, hacks. No, not at all.
Yeah, drop everything on the ground and press Alt F4.
Yeah,
Oh,
stuff like that,
no.
exactly.
No.
Yeah, or people would do like drop games because that was like something fun to do in that. And
It
then someone would
was.
just do a vac hack and then it would all vacuum up to them.
Give me your armor and I'll
the-
trim it for you, trust.
Yeah,
I have the
just
armor trimming
trust.
kit.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Yeah, that is what I learned. People are not nice. They are not all nice in this world.
No. I got scammed. In
But
RuneScape, I went to buy a granite mall, which at the time was like 500k. And the person was like, I'll sell you one for 100k. And I'm like, oh, okay, awesome. And we went to the bank. He gave me the granite mall, noted. It was a bank note. I paid him. I took it to the bank. I unnoted it and then found out it was a rock hammer, which can't even be equipped.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Yeah, I got scammed hard.
No,
Oh
Remi.
my god.
Yeah.
No, Remi. Hugs for Remi.
Yeah.
Okay, I know the second one. I know the second one.
Okay.
It's going to be Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Oh.
Okay,
the
good
grungy
choice.
one.
Good choice.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, it is why I didn't say Wind Waker because for me, Wind Waker exists on the Wii U because of the remake. That is the only way I can play Wind Waker at this point. And actually, that's the only way I finished it. I never actually finished Wind Waker when I was a kid.
Fair
growing
enough.
up.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because you know, you have Mr. Tingle over there, you know, with all his
Fucking Mr.
rupees
Tingle.
that he ends up needing. Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
Tingle?
Tingle. Yeah, you have to call him Mr. Tingle.
Mr.
Tingle
Tingle?
specifically.
Yeah, he gets mad if you call him anything otherwise. I mean, that's why he has his brothers and, you know, sisters working like slaves the entire day in and day
Oh,
out.
no.
Yeah.
That game is so weird. That game is so weird.
But it pioneered a lot.
It did pioneer a lot, and I wish, you know, that we had more games that end up using that kind of like style with the cell shaded.
Yeah.
Shaded just
It's
doesn't
unique
age.
stuff. It doesn't.
It doesn't,
no.
but like back then, poor Wind Waker was like hated. Hated just for the way it looked because it was so baby looking. That's why they made Twilight Princess look like that.
Yeah, and
The
all of the
hyperrealism,
backlash.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that trailer that they showed from like a 3D Link versus like that Ganondorf that had the giant sword, like that was the expectation going in that that's what the next Zelda was going to look like.
Yeah.
And then Wind Waker's like, what's this baby cartoon like looking thing over here?
But like I feel like it's funny because like Wind Waker Link to me, like he's the most feistiest. He's the most angriest little thing. So aggressive.
He is. He has small power to him. He has.
He
the
has
power
small
of the
power.
small.
He's the most powerful Link in my eyes.
I mean, he's definitely. I think he's up there. Actually, I think he is one of the stronger ones.
He's so cute. I love him.
I
He's so
adore
baby.
him.
Twilight
He
Princess is
baby,
peak.
but,
It
I mean,
is,
he's cute
100%.
baby. And don't call him baby. He's gonna slash you with a master sword.
He will slash you
God.
right in your face.
Tales of Symphonia. Tales of
Oh
Symphonia.
my
Oh.
god. Okay, solid choice.
Of all
solid
that era
choice.
too? Really? Libra, that's tough because a lot of Tales of games came out in that era.
And
A
Tales of
lot.
the Abyss. I have to include those two specifically.
I thought that's what I thought, Libra.
I have to include both of those, okay? Because here's the thing. And there is a very specific reason why I am not mentioning Persona, but that's because I played Persona in like 2013 when I had a PS3 and stuff.
Oh,
I
okay.
I have it during like that kind of time period. And besides, if I was to say that, I have to say Shin Megami Tensei as a whole because I can't choose between my
It's
sweet
so hard
summer
to choose
child.
them.
Yes,
Honestly,
'cause-
my list is like 7, 8 games. Cause like it's too hard. It's too hard for me to. It's too
Yeah.
hard to
like if I had
condense
to
it.
choose between all of them, I'll just say Persona 3. I'll just throw that on as number 5 because I mean it's got to be Persona 3. Persona
gotta
3 is still one of the best
The
games
best one.
that.
That's the best one.
I also have
And
to
then
give
the
an
remake
That's
that
the
ended up
best
coming out
one.
is fantastic.
I also have to
Go
give an
ahead.
honorable mention
Remi.
to Xenosaga.
Oh, that's a good
Honorable
one.
mention to Xenosaga.
That's a classic. Man,
There's-
that like in my mind of like PS2 library titles that I would like see the cover of and be like, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like it was always the Xenosaga PS2 cover. Where I was like, she's the
Yes.
most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god,
Cosmos is
Cosmos! Oh
amazing.
my god.
Yeah.
Absolute
And
Such an
queen.
Like,
iconic like
I am
PS2
proud to
cover.
say that I own all 3 of the games, like complete. I'm so
Whoa.
happy about that.
You know.
God,
Like
that
I
third
actually
game
went
cost me
back
$200
and
complete.
I actually went back and watched. It was like a 10-hour long play of the original
Ooh.
Xenosaga, and I'm like, wow, this game and its story really not that good. But damn, I have good memories of this game.
It's the
The story kind
memories.
of sucks,
It's the
Listen,
memories.
it's the memories.
and the voice acting is terrible. My god.
Oh God! I mean, the voice
Voice
acting from the '90s and 2000s was absolute dog water.
You could tell that
okay?
nobody knew what they were doing.
It was hit or miss. it was hit or miss sometimes.
I mean, it was mostly missed though.
It was mostly
I
a
mean,
I
we
think
all-
it's
We all know.
I think it's charming.
Like we all know, it was the same quality of you could have been a Jill sandwich.
You could have been
We
a
all
Jill
know it's in that
sandwich.
same area.
the bouncer.
Oh my
The
god.
bouncer.
the bouncer.
I
Bouncer
love
is
that
such
game.
a good game, guys.
That-
10 out of 10.
That game was low-key trash, but I fucking loved it. I
It's
have
so-
such
but it's
good
like-
memories of that
it's like
game.
It encapsulates the 2000s perfectly. Like
Oh my
that is
God,
the
it
2000s
does.
PS2
It is.
grunge.
Duragon C. Mikado, Sion Barzan, Ko Levo, Volt
You know,
Kruger.
I look back at
Ah,
the 2000s.
so
the
good.
2000s as a person would just be the kid who's trying way too hard to fit in. Like that is the 2000s.
I love the bouncer. Oh my god, you have unlocked another thing.
the bouncer.
I think you unlocked a lot of memories for Remi right there. A lot of
You
good
did.
memories. It
A
sounds
lot,
like.
yes.
Like we
Oh
never
my
beat the
God.
game because it was kind of ass. But like I just remember like we would just load it up just because we're just like let's play the bouncer today, guys. Let's just play the bouncer.
Man, oh
I
my God,
beat
there
the
were so
bouncer
many good
numerous
games.
times actually.
Oh, did you?
Yes, because even though the game was
Man.
trash, I fucking loved it.
It's like it's good trash. It's good. Like
It's
honestly,
good
like I
trash,
feel like
yeah.
as like a game, like you know, like overall objectively, not a very good game, but like as an experience,
As
it's
an
kind of timeless.
Timeless, yeah.
It's
I love that
You had to
game.
be there, guys.
You had to be there.
You had to
Had to be there.
You had to be there.
Man, God, it's so hard. There's just too many. The PS2
No.
era, there was
It's too good.
many JRPGs on that system.
There
So
were.
powerful.
And okay, I had to ask Remi real quick. I had to ask Remi real quick. Star Ocean till the end of time, yay or nay?
Yay,
As
100%
one-
yay.
I think Kohi is disagreeing.
I-
Kohi has that look
I love
again.
it. It's my favorite. That voice acting is so good, guys. Fate is my favorite protagonist of all time.
Okay, look, yeah, the voice acting was trash, okay, but I still fundamentally like Star Ocean
Abel,
till the end of
bro.
time.
Abel.
I thought it was a good game.
It was iconic.
It's fucking,
It was
it
a
was
game
better
of
than
all
the one that came
time.
after that. What the hell was that
Ooh,
one
Star
called?
Ocean
Okay.
4, I know, is super hated.
Yeah.
Star
People
Ocean
got a bone to pick
3.
with that one. I never
Yeah,
played it though.
I mean, Star Ocean 4 was the one that had the girls just like, you did bad thing, okay?
Oh, Limmel.
Oh no.
Her name was
yeah,
Limmel.
Limmel or whatever. Man.
Yeah, where the main
I-
character's name was literally, his name was Edge.
Yes! He was a literal edgelord.
His last name
Edge.
was, his
Mm.
first name was actually Edge.
Edge.
God. And then the next one wasn't good either.
Star Ocean's been through it.
Star Ocean has
Oh,
been
yeah,
through
Star
the
Ocean's been
ringer.
through it.
The Last Hope. That's the one. That's the
I
one.
just remembered.
Ugh.
Valkyrie Profile, PS1. That's one of the games I needed to
Oh,
bring up.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I knew I was forgetting something.
Edge and
Oh,
Remi.
wait,
yeah,
I
her
remember
name
now
was
too.
Remi.
Grandia
Oh,
1.
Grandia.
Grandia. Oh shit! You know what? Take Yoshi's story off. Get Yoshi's story out of there. Put
Yoshi's
Grandia
story.
in.
Oh, okay.
Slap Grandia.
Grandia.
Yoshi's
Friendship with the
story.
Yoshi ended. Now Grandia is my new best friend.
Friendship easily ended. Honestly, you can take off Smash Brothers because we could put Monster Rancher on there too.
Monster Rancher. What
Monster
about
Rancher.
Suikoden as well.
I never played. I never like played it fully. I've only like tried it out a few times, but so I don't have many memories
okay,
of it.
hold
But like
on,
Monster
guys-
Rancher popping in Britney Spears CDs to get like a big rock golem out of it. Iconic. Iconic.
Damn it, what was
Britney
that?
Spears spawns
Okay, you
rock
guys
golems.
unlocked
Confirmed.
another memory. It was a Dragon
God,
Quest
I am
game.
getting so many flashbacks to this now.
It was a
Which Dragon Quest?
It was a Dragon Quest game. I'm trying to remember.
On PS2 or PS1?
No, this was a
Did
Game
we
Boy
have PS1
game.
here?
I think it was came under as
Dragon Warrior
didn't it?
Monsters.
Oh.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you had Dragon Warrior. Yeah, you had the Dragon Warrior Monsters, which was on the Game Boy. Then you had Corey's Quest, and then Terry, which was the other one that came out on Game Boy as well. And then we ended up getting the third one, which was Joker on the DS.
Oh.
Yeah, Dragon
Yeah,
Warrior
I like those
Monsters.
games.
Oh
I
my
like those games, as
God.
you can tell.
Also, you guys are frozen on my end for some reason.
Oh no.
Neither of you are
No.
moving.
It's probably a blip.
Oh, no, I think my internet's...
Probably a blip.
On Libras,
Yeah.
on Libras we're moving.
Yeah,
Am I
it's
moving?
because we're the burbs. We're the burbs. We gotta stick together,
The
right,
burbs.
Kohi?
Am I
Yeah, the
not
burbs.
moving then?
the
Okay,
burbs.
yeah, it looks like my
We're
internet's
the burbs.
having a
Oh, you're good.
Am I?
Oh. Is
Yeah, you look-
She's moving
You
slightly.
Look, you look
There she
beautiful,
is.
Remi. You look beautiful.
Thank you. I hope so.
I love her
try.
lips. They're so shiny.
Shiny.
Shiny
I like
lips.
shiny. Look at that golden smile though there from Remi. It's beautiful.
She's so beautiful.
I know Remi is beautiful.
Love it.
Hey, Nate made it in. Nate, say hello to Kohi and Remi.
Hi,
Oh,
God,
Nate.
you
I
had
remember
that. I forgot
Nate.
you could do that.
I do have a pout.
Be pow.
The
Oh.
pouts. The pouts.
Mm.
And I can't do that. I can only do this. I stare at you funny.
Hold on, let me try.
What are we
Let me try
doing?
something to see if I can fix my internet problem.
Sure.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, so while
I'll
Remi
think
does
of my
that-
list then.
Yeah, Kohi, you
Um,
can think. 'Cause,
My
God,
turn. Oh
we got
god, there's so
so-
many games.
There's way
Okay,
too
but-
many.
This is the era of GBA, so this is it. Here it is. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, the best game on the whole planet. I love that game so much.
Didn't you say
I
second
just-
best earlier though?
Cause Chrono Trigger is #1, but like,
Okay, I'm good now.
it's welcome back.
Thank you.
Tiny
Welcome
Remi.
back.
Oh, somebody give me my
Um,
jacket back. Thank you.
No, I was. Oh, nice and warm.
Jack is
But yeah,
good.
no, like it's hard because like Chrono Trigger and FFTA, they're like my #1s. I
Hi,
couldn't
Maya.
ever
Nice to
choose
see
one over
you.
the other,
Thanks for
but like
giving
I
me
just
my
put
jacket
FFTA
back.
second because it came after. So
Yeah,
I just put
yeah.
that one as
Welcome
#2.
to the stream.
Yeah, Final
Nice
Fantasy
to see
Tactics
you,
fans, like
as
I still have
always.
so many vivid memories. Like I got that game for Christmas. Like I remember I had read the Nintendo magazine, Nintendo Power,
Oh.
and they had like a little feature of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. And I remember like being at the supermarket and be like, oh, Papa Kohi, look, they got a tactics
Kohi.
game on the Game Boy Advance, and it looks so good. And they said the review says it's like a 9 out of 10. He's like, okay, we gotta get that game. I'll get you that for Christmas. And then I remember it was Christmas, and I you know I unwrapped it and I saw the game. And like I would like love to look through the manual. This is when they had manuals with a
Oh
lot
my
of the
god,
games
yeah,
still.
little pamphlets that
And
came
like
inside
I was
the cases.
obsessed. I was so obsessed with the manual because it had like all the like fantasy races. It had little character profiles. It gave you little tips
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
awesome.
Yeah, and so and I just remember I remember specifically we had Cornish hens for Christmas dinner. And I just played the
okay.
game all day long and oh man, I just had such a blast with it. It's just so whenever Christmas time comes around, I always think of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. So
I remember.
yeah, the story. Even as a child, the story really left an impression on me because it's all about how escapism can be a bad thing sometimes.
Yeah.
It's all right to have things to try and it comes to oh god okay, let's try that again, rebooting. The bird brain frying. No, it's a game in which it shows you that you can't run away from your problems. You can't use escapism to forget and try and to forget your problems and run away from them. Sometimes you have to face them head on to make your life better. Sometimes you can't appreciate escapism either if you aren't already rooted in reality and understand hardships, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a lot of really core, interesting plot lines, and all the characters are fantastically written. For a Game Boy Advance game, they shoved so much content in that little thing. I was always so impressed
with that game. They really did, especially because you can see where every character is coming from. Because one of the wasn't it the brother of the main character? Wasn't that what it was? Yes, the brother of the main. Was in a wheelchair and stuff. So
yeah, I kind of don't want to spoil it, but there's that moment in which he's not wrong, but March makes a really good counterpoint because he has he's not doing it. A lot of people gave FFTA flack, and they give Marsh a lot of the protagonist's name is Marsh. They gave him a lot of flack too, being why would you Marsh is so dumb. Why would you want to leave this world? If I got to go to Evilise and live there, I would stay there forever. It makes no sense to go back to reality. I'm and that says a lot about you as a person.
Yeah, that says a lot.
That says a lot about you.
Okay. This is something that we have pointed at so many times, Kohi. Remi, to catch you up. Me and Kohi have talked about isekai versus old isekai versus new isekai so many times at this point, and this is the perfect example of it, because in modern isekai you have the main character who's just your Japanese businessman. His life sucks, he gets run over, and then he becomes oh, he has all the waifus and everything else, his life is perfect, blah blah blah. That's basically the embodiment of modern isekai versus your older isekai, where it was the characters get transported, but they have stuff that they care about in the actual world.
Go back.
Like Inuyasha.
It's a hero's journey.
It's an actual hero's journey. They want to make it back. They want to see their friends, their family, their loved ones, etc. So there's, they have a reason to actually fight to go back, and that is one of the big differences. And I mean, you can tell that I'm bringing up isekai with this for a reason, okay? I mean, you see that happen in the first chapter of the game. They get transported from normal world to Evilise. So it's okay.
And and it's not like the game ignores that either. Even the game, Marsh, he doubts himself so many times because he's am I doing the right thing? My friends are happier here. Their lives are better. A few of the characters, they either have intense bullying or they lost a parent in the game, and in this world they have all those things again, but it's just why do you want to live in this reality where this isn't real? This is still fantasy. This isn't a real place. You're just you're using escapism to run away from these problems. It's scary, but we still had so many things that we valued and that we can still make better in the real world. Why do you want to escape here and pretend everything is fine when in reality things are not fine, but you have to fix that yourself? You can't just run away. You gotta face your fears.
Somebody in my chat saying, preach Kohi, speak the truth on Tactics Advance.
I love Tactics Advance. I will die on that hill always. It's such an underrated gem of the GBA era.
It's such a good game. It's one of the best games. Okay, here's the thing. It's not even a main numbered Final Fantasy games, but it's one of the best games that has the Final Fantasy moniker to it.
That's why it never got a port. They never ported the damn thing anywhere. So it exists on my GBA card.
Yeah, and it's not even on the Switch Online yet either. That's the thing that's so bad about it. It's
never been on anything. Listen, I would be the first customer in line to buy the port.
Kohi. You and me both.
I'd pre-order it. It would be in my cart. I would stream that game every single day until I beat it.
Okay,
They
you know
don't
what I
want to
said
release
earlier?
it.
You know what I said earlier? Screw
Yeah.
a new Final Fantasy Tactics game. Like, give me a full HD remastered Tactics Advance, okay?
Just I mean like
Make it
see I'm
beautiful.
the type where I'm scared. I don't even want remakes anymore because I don't trust Square Enix for shit.
Okay, okay.
But like,
okay. Well, how about,
just
okay,
port
how
it.
about instead of a remake,
Just port it.
how about like what they do for like Bravely, not Bravely Default, the
Like Octopath.
Octopath Traveler, the the HD
I'd take that.
pixel art.
I would take
that
it.
would be so good.
Yeah. But see, like, I love the original art for a reason. Like, I think it's timeless just the way as it is because, like, those sprite maps, those gorgeous little sprite maps of, like, the towns, the pub, Libra, like, I have, like, those images live rent-free in my mind. Like, when I think of, like, a cozy fantasy world with, like, you know, you sitting around with your little guild and you're all having drinks and food, like, I always think of the Final Fantasy Tactics, like, hub ports and stuff.
Yeah,
So
and
good.
I still have
Like,
the map in my head as well.
yes,
I can
like the
clearly
snowy
see it.
one, the desert, the one with the one with the like very clear pools, the waterfalls.
Yes, and I
Like
can
me
still
with Star
remember like the
Ocean.
areas with the giant boss fights. Yes.
Yes. Oh
Spartan.
my god, the first boss. Listen, Libra, the first crystal boss was so like cool. It was so spooky, but so oh man, the setup was fantastic. Like the way they just like. Oh. I'm getting so excited.
We could talk about that game.
I know
for
we gotta.
so
I gotta
long.
continue.
Yeah,
All right,
we gotta
another
move
day.
on.
One
Another
day I'll
time,
just make a
another
deep
time.
dive into FFTA. But yeah, okay, all right. Next game I absolutely adore. That was a GBA title. Libra already knows. I've brought it up. But Astro Boy Omega Factor. Another amazing sleeper hit. So like it is based off of the 2000s reboot of Astro Boy, the anime that they did, which is gorgeous by the way. Like that anime has no reason to look that good. But it's loosely based off of the anime, but it has its own original plot and like okay, listen. Why is this little game about Astro Boy? Why is it taking Chrono Trigger levels of like your
Trigger
actions have
levels.
consequences, and it has different timelines and shit? It's like it's so scary. It's so intense, and like it deals with like actual like Astro Boy plot where like robots versus humans, like the active racism between the two, and like trying to find peace between humans and robots and trying to prevent the war and stuff. Oh my god, it's so good. It's such a deep game for what it is. Like it's like you know this cute little happy game. Astro Boy's shooting machine gun bullets out of his butt. I kid you not, he does that. he shoots machine guns out of his butt. That's one of his powers.
Yeah, talk about an adjustment. Okay.
But yeah, it's a really good game. It's got so many like of the iconic Osamu Tezuka characters in it. Like it's got Kimba in it. It's got Princess Knight. It's got Unico. It's got Phoenix. It's got all the characters. It's really good.
The whole cast and crew.
Yeah. It's just a really good game. Like again, like it was a game where like Papa Kohi got it for me because Papa Kohi had like read up on it. He's like, I'm gonna buy you this game. It's like it's rated really high, and I love like Papa Kohi loves Astro Boy. Like Papa Kohi's the one who like introduced Astro Boy to me. And yeah, he got me the game. Like as just like I think I got like really good grades, and then he got it to me as like a good job well done gift. But yeah, I remember playing it and just being like blown out of my mind. I'm like,
this game is so good.
What happened? What? The time reset? What? Oh, it's so crazy.
Yeah,
the game makes you replay it several times too. It's like insane. Like it's like a Groundhog's Day type of situation.
I mean,
it's really impressive.
That's what my favorite thing about Star Ocean was.
game.
That's what my favorite thing about Star Ocean, the second story was, is because I had to tell, like, I told my chat, I was like, when it comes to Star Ocean, the second story, there are only 2 main characters. Nobody else is forced into your party. Every other character, other than Reyna and Claude, are optional.
Yeah.
And recruiting some characters locks out others. There are some characters that you can only get when you're playing one protagonist over the other. I'm like, you're encouraged to go play that game like dozens of times.
Yeah, especially, you know,
I love that. Replayability.
Because you don't know where some of the characters are either. You have to talk
You have to
everybody,
find
like,
them,
figure
yeah.
it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
You can go through your first playthrough blind and you will miss characters.
Oh yeah, because what was it? There's like 3 of them that are just straight up 100% missable that you don't even like see unless you go and look for them.
Ashton is easily missable. Oprah and Ernest are easily missable. You can only get Oprah after you get Ernest, or you can only get Ernest if you get Opera. But also,
Yeah.
if you get Opera, but you don't take Ernest, then Opera will leave.
Oh.
Yep.
You can miss
no.
so many good characters. You can miss so many characters. You have to play through that game multiple times to get experience everything.
Yeah, and there's also like so many endings as well. I mean, I say endings, but it's mainly just like a 30-second scene at the end of the game of like characters
I
interacting.
mean, come on.
I
That's how it
think-
was.
I think the
Yeah, that's how
original
it was
That's so
game.
cool.
these days.
The original game had over 80 endings, and this was for a PlayStation 1 game. It had
Wow.
over 80 endings.
Wow. That's still
And
really cool.
then-
Like, I mean, man, like, I'm still the sucker for, like, different endings. Let's go. I want to see them all. I think that's really awesome.
And then when they made the Star Ocean 2 remaster, they added another fan favorite character who's been recurring in every Star
Ooh.
Ocean after the second one, which is Welch. They added Welch.
Yep.
Um,
Vineyard.
And after they added Welch, the number of endings in Star Ocean the Second Story arc went up to 99 different endings.
It almost went into triple digits.
It almost went
Oh
to
my
triple
God.
digits. Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, and also Welch is awesome. Welch is a funny character. She
She
tells you
is.
how it is and then like beats you up with a pointing stick.
That she do.
Oh, I love her. I love her.
Alright, next one. Let's see. So, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, Astro Boy, Omega Factor, and then, it's so hard. But I'm gonna say Dot Hack series. Original. I am
Dot
OQ.
hack,
Okay,
yes.
so you like
Infection?
Yes, 99
Outbreak,
endings though, hon.
Mutation. Yeah. Original.
Star Ocean the
Yes,
Second
mutate-
Story
what is
R
it?
has 99
Infection,
endings.
Mutation,
Mutation,
Quarantine,
Quarantine
out-
was a
Outbreak.
wait, I thought
I am.
is it
OQ.
Quarantine?
No, it's Outbreak, and Quarantine
and
at the
then
end.
Quarantine.
I
Yeah,
am
Quarantine is the
OQ,
last one.
yeah.
Quarantine's the last
Yes. The most expensive.
one. Oh yeah.
The most expensive.
Oh, god.
I
One of the
spent
most
so much
expensive
time.
PS2 games of all time, unfortunately.
Okay. How much do you think it is? If I look up the fourth game, how much do you think it is right now,
Oh
Kohi?
god, Libra. I feel like it got more expensive because there's
probably
like a lot of like
couple
scalpers
hundred
nowadays,
bucks,
collectors.
couple $100 probably.
The last time I checked, it was 400.
Oh my god.
Okay. So, let's see here. On the recent prices,
Yes.
for complete in box,
Yes.
about $250.
That's not bad. What?
That
It went down. I'm gonna buy
Wow.
it. I'm gonna put invest.
You're gonna buy it.
Invest.
But all
No,
four
it's
games are
fine.
like several $100s now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's why
If
I'm
you want
so
all four.
glad that I still have my original copy of Star Ocean the Second Story. I still have the case, the book, everything.
Yeah, I think
I
the
let
only
my
one that
friend-
isn't expensive is Mutation. I think that's still like $30.
Because I told my
Oh, yeah.
parents when we were selling my PlayStation 1 and all the other games and stuff, I was like, you can
Oh,
sell
no.
every single game except these two. And I had The Legend of Dragoon and Star Ocean the
Except
Second
these.
Story. I was like, you can't sell
Mm.
these. But you're not even going to be able to play them anymore. I don't care. I'm not selling
Yes.
them.
Collector's item.
Not selling those.
Not
Yeah.
selling them.
I wish I,
I
did
have-
that. I sold all my
I,
games to GameStop.
I have especially
Mm.
like fond memories of like Infection to like the first game. Just
Uh-huh.
because I think I put the most hours into it. Because after that, you can transfer your data. So like I was usually pretty much over leveled by the time I finished each game. So like I was like breezing through the last few games.
Yeah.
But yeah, Infection, because it was the first one, and it is oh god, listen, if you thought some of these other games were like unforgiving, like Dot Hack is like, oh god, it's
Oh,
hardcore. It's
God.
hardcore. So Dot Hack, chat, if you didn't know, it precedes, I think is the word. It precedes things like SAO, and it is the first of its kind to be like video. You go in the video game, you die in the video game, you die in real life,
For
kind of
real.
thing. So the plot synopsis is that people who play the MMO, the world, all of a sudden. Zawardo. All of a sudden, many players have been falling into a coma, and the main character, Kite, that's their username. They all have like IRL identities as well, but we usually go by their MMO identities in the world. So the main character's name is Kite, and his best friend Orca. They go to a field to grind together because Kite's being introduced to the world, and then they run into this creepy ass, glitchy, big monster that's completely not supposed to be there. Orca takes the hit for Kite and he gets obliterated. And then he finds out in real life his real best friend Orca is put into a coma.
Mhm.
And so Kite is investigating throughout the world to find out what happened to Orca and how he can reverse the effects and find that monster that put his friend into a coma. He meets a few other people who have similar circumstances. Black Rose is
Yeah,
like
Black
the
Rose.
I would call her like the
Rose, my-
second main
one of my
protagonist, but
first
she's
video game
great.
crushes.
She's so
Oh,
she's
so beautiful.
She
so beautiful.
is.
She's so
Oh.
pretty.
I'm gonna get a picture
But-
of her. I'm gonna get a picture.
Yeah, get a
of her. Let
picture
me-
of Black Rose, please. Show
Yeah,
chat.
send
She's
it to
so
me as well
gorgeous.
so I can
I
show
need to try
chat.
and find a good picture though.
But Black Rose's little brother also fell into a coma, and she's trying to find the reason. So you two pair up, and then you meet up with a bunch of other characters, like how you were talking about Star Ocean, Remi.
Mhm.
In Dot Hack, like there are main characters you can add to your party, but there's a ton of like other side
yeah, is that
characters
good?
that you can
Is that
miss
good,
and
Kohi?
add to your party. Let me see.
Yeah,
There,
no,
I can get you a
then-
better one. I can get you a better one
okay,
here.
Okay, if you can get me a better one, because I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff on here. There's so many
Yeah, I'm
pictures.
also trying to find a really good
We gotta
one.
get the crusty PS2 graphics. We gotta get the crusty
Crusty
PS2 one.
PS2
No.
graphics.
This one, the artist for Dot Hack who did the character designs, by the way, also did stuff for like Gynax. So he did like the Evangelion character designs.
Oh, did they? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Man,
So,
this is
there's
That's a good
that's my
one.
favorite.
That's a good one.
That's my favorite official art of Black Rose.
Okay, I'll put that on. I'll put that
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I'll
she
put
needs the
that one up
tights.
too.
She's got the iconic tights on.
Yes,
But-
I mean, I would say that the top is probably more iconic.
Probably.
listen. I'm all about the legs. I'm a leg guy. But yeah,
I mean,
no,
legs
Dot
are
Hack.
good.
But basically the plot synopsis is you're just trying to figure out how to undo the comatose and find out what's doing it. And Dot Hack has the most unforgivable bosses of all time. And the dungeon system where like you actually dungeon crawl and like level up and collect items like a real MMO. So it's like it's like Inception. Like you're playing a game of playing a game in a game.
Okay, I briefly. I'm
but
gonna
it's
have
really
to-
cool.
I'm gonna end up covering you guys up
It's
on
very-
my end, but for anybody
okay.
in my
It's
chat
alright.
who may not know,
Show
this
them.
is Black Rose.
Show them the beauty. She's so
Yep,
beautiful.
She's so
That is
pretty.
Black Rose.
I love her.
Sorry, Kohi. I'm like covering your face.
It's okay.
It's
She's
fine.
more.
was
She should stay there.
original.
I'm not worthy.
one of my
Cover me up.
original like game waifus. One of my
Yeah.
first
Look
video
at her.
game
It's-
crushes was
it's
her.
so hard not to fall in love with her. I mean, look at her. Like this,
I
I mean, I
know.
think to be honest, like Black Rose is why I love like the darker like tan skin and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Same.
She's got the like the ganguro going on, which is really cool. But yeah, oh god, the first game, the like speaking of bosses that take hours, like Scathe is the first boss of Dot Hack, and it's
Oh,
just like
yeah,
this like
right.
eldritch, terrifying, low poly monster. I feel like the low
Scathe's
poly
fucking-
like makes
ugh.
it more uncanny and unnerving. Like that fight, I still remember sitting there, like my little hands are sweaty on my PS2 controller, and it's been like 3.5 hours. God, I like had to memorize all of the phases of this freaking boss, and I would write it down. I'd be like, okay, when this happens, then he's gonna do this, and then I have to cast this so I can negate and protect my characters. Also, your parties are three party members only.
3 party members
Like
only.
it's a lot more difficult.
Oh yeah,
3 party members only.
right.
So usually it was like DPS, sub DPS, and a healer. That's
One
usually
of,
how it went. Like my party was always Black Rose, main character, Kite, and Mistral.
Oh, Mistral,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
right, right. Yes, I remember now.
Mistral.
Man,
delving into
I remember so many of them.
delving into Dot Hack GU real quick. One of my my second
GU.
video game crush was Alcade.
Oh, Arcade.
I love Arcade.
Okay. Man,
Arcado.
But
God.
Mistral's good. Oh my god, there's so many good characters.
Balmung. Oh god, listen, I'm.
Balmung, yes.
I would put-
okay.
I would praise Balmung more if not that they didn't make me wait like 3 games in to get that bitch in my party.
Yeah.
Ah,
Man,
Balmung.
that
My
God,
beloved.
GU was like so. I
Edgy.
don't know if I like GU or I like it ironically, you know, because of
I like
how
I don't like it as
GU.
much as the original.
I like GU.
I like the original a lot more, but GU is fine as its own thing.
Like, I think the problem with GU is that you have to get to that third game for it to not just feel like an edgelord simulator. Because
I mean,
the main character is literally Sasuke Uchiha.
Okay, listen.
Change the voice whatsoever.
Libra, but the lore is that Haseo is literally like 13 years old. Okay, when Haseo actually was a character in the original.
Remy, I will
Oh
fight
God,
you
what was
for
his character's
Alcade.
name?
Fucking
He's like
bring
the
it. You
green
can't
and
have her.
purple guy. He's like the shitty dude.
Yeah, I don't remember like what his name was, but it was also like, yeah, he was in the original theme, and then he ended up like having the power from like ska whatever that you were just talking about.
That comes later, but like in the original, like Haseo was actually in the cast as like a shitty PKK, he's like a player killer. He was 8 years old back then in the timeline. So like in the timeline of GU, Haseo literally is like 14, 15 years old. He's just a shitty, edgy teenager in real life, which makes it even funnier. Like I feel like with that context, it makes GU better. But like without that context, like I'm just like, oh God, he's so man-painy.
Yeah,
he's so man-painy.
Like representation of
I assume I missed a
online
lot. We are
gamer
talking
privilege
about
as
It's true.
well.
dot hack.
It's
I am
true.
the main character. I'm main character. You guys suck.
I'm
I'm
so
edgelord.
My in-game girlfriend died. I have to avenge her. Oh my
I
God.
have to.
You
avenge
freaking look like
her.
my girlfriend's model, stinky bitch. Don't talk to me. You remind me of my deep-seated pain of my dead girlfriend who didn't even like me.
Yeah,
He was
I
in love with
listen-
my best friend.
I listen to bands I can't even pronounce their names of. I'm so edgy.
See you.
Haseo.
God.
Shino was in there as well.
Yeah, look, you know what the worst part about GU is? You had to see the anime to know what happened in the past.
Yep, you sure did. I might honestly.
You could read
this,
the manga.
This
There's a
talk
manga
of,
version too.
This talk of dot hack may actually make me do a dot hack GU playthrough since that's on Steam.
Yeah,
yeah,
unfortunately,
because of
it's the
Jack's
only one you
Illuminati
can
or
play. They never reported dot hack.
I
the
never
original.
reported the original
Which is a
ones.
shame.
And Pyro, she's always just like, we have no interest in reporting. And I'm like, but why?
We need easy access to
My-
the games.
Listen, my rat for this is that like they lost the code. So many PS2 era games actually they threw out the code and like files for a lot of their games. So I'm like,
Yeah.
listen, it's not that you don't want to do it. You lost the code. Just admit it. Just admit you don't
Just
want to rebuild
admit
it from
it.
the ground up. Admit it. You lost
Admit
it.
it.
You
Man,
lost the
so many
CD.
of them are like that though.
Yeah.
And I forgot
Yeah.
how pretty Arcade was. I forgot. God.
The character designs are like banger.
The
in
day
Dot
they
Hack overall.
do, the day they do remaster, it will be a joyous day.
Please.
I mean,
I'll buy a
Square
physical
Enix-
copy.
Square Enix has proven with Star Ocean: The Second Story R that a tasteful remaster will sell. It will sell
Oh, of course, if it's
Oh,
good.
yes.
if it's good.
If it's
Which the
good,
Star
yeah.
Ocean: The Second Story
it's good. But
was
they're
absolutely good. Good remaster.
I mean, CyberConnect. I don't know. They haven't really put out too many games.
Yeah.
Dot Hack really has fallen off. It hasn't really. It's never been able to get back on its feet
No,
since
they-
its
they'd
original
have to-
popularity.
Yeah, they'd have to release an entirely new game at this point.
Yeah,
Either a new game or like if they do a reboot, like they're gonna have to like advertise the hell out of it.
Dot hack
Yeah,
plus
'cause
SAO.
Nobody knows. Nobody's gonna know what the hell dot hack is. Not unless you were around during those days.
Yeah, no, like nobody does. And the only thing that people know that they reference that you die in the game, you die for
You
real.
die in
is
the game.
SAO
You
at this
die in real
point.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all.
No, but that
SAO.
came from SAO even. That wasn't even a dot hack.
Yeah,
game.
I
true.
know, but I'm just saying, like that. We had the idea of stuff like that prior, but
No, it hurts me because even when SAO came out, they're like, this has never been done before, and I'm sitting here like, man, shut up.
Man,
You
shut
You
the
don't know
fuck up.
anything. That's dot hack. But anyway, but yeah, next, how many do I have? 3? Oh my god, I only have 3.
We keep going off on tangents.
It's
Well, I
okay,
mean,
it's
we're
good
going off on
tangents.
They're good tangents.
though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely Persona 3. Persona 3, yes, yes,
Yep,
yes.
good,
The
good, good, good.
feast. E3 feast specifically, since I put more hours into that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the remake soon. I just need time. I just don't have any time right now to sit
Yep.
and play a long
Luckily, it's shorter
RPG.
than the original. It's faster.
It is vanilla.
I
It's
have
just
a
the vanilla base
confession.
game.
I have a confession for you too.
Yes, Remi.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss Wemmy.
I've never played a Persona game.
Well, here you're in luck.
Well,
There's so
you're
many
in
that you
luck
can choose
now.
from. There we go. I mean,
Never
like
played
now that they have
Persona.
the P3 remake, like it's more
Yes.
accessible now.
Okay,
But
here's my recommendation.
yeah.
Start with Persona 5 Royal. Do not start with
No,
Persona
don't
3.
play Persona 5 first. Get that shit out of here.
No,
You're
Persona
gonna
5.
listen to
Persona-
me.
No, no, no,
You're gonna
listen to
you're
me.
gonna
You're
play
gonna
through Persona
5.
3
No,
Reload.
Persona 5.
No, get Persona
No,
5
no,
out of here. You play Persona 5
Royal.
later.
No,
No,
Persona 5.
listen,
Cody.
Libra,
No, you
Libra,
listen
you
to me,
can't
Cody.
appreciate Persona 5 unless you play
No,
the other games
No,
because you can see the
Persona 5,
progression.
That's fine.
Shut up, Libra.
No, you
Persona
shut
5 Girl
up.
sucks. Kasumi sucks. She's just fucking useless.
you
They
just
just put
say
her to
about
be waifu
Kasumi?
bait.
Kasumi is not waifu bait. She is one of the
She's
best
waifu
waifus
bait.
in the
She's
se-
just
no,
like
she is not.
P4
Is that,
Marie.
is that the
Alright, she's
redhead?
just
Is
like
Kasumi
Marie.
the redhead?
But yes, she's the redhead.
Yeah,
She's the redhead.
Yeah,
she should have
okay,
just
I only
been
know
the
about her
protagonist, but
No,
Alice,
I mean,
you're
yeah, she should have been the
cowards.
protagonist, but I mean, she is still really good.
You're
She has a
cowards.
good story arc. The Persona 5 Royal
No,
has, you
there's
know, really
it
good...
adds Libra. It adds nothing. Persona 5 Royal is just
It has
fluff.
good stuff. It has
It's
good
just
stuff.
fluff.
The
You
boss
don't need
arc
those
is
extra
good.
characters for
Yes,
anything
you
to
do.
make it
The
any
boss
better.
house is actually very good.
Okay, but they didn't do anything to really add anything. Maybe they gave Haru a little bit. They gave her some crumbs, but why does Haru get less attention than Kasumi did? That makes no
But come on,
sense.
I mean, but Haru isn't even like Haru's the least of all of them. Like the other girls are better than
Ooh,
her.
you're gonna make every Haru fan really upset now.
I'm gonna make them mad because it's true.
No, listen
It's
to me.
true.
Don't listen to her, Remi.
Sorry.
Remi, I'm the true connoisseur of SMT games.
No, you
This is
are
what
not.
you're
I
gonna
am
do.
the one who ends
You're
up
gonna play
playing so
Persona
many
3
more
Reload. Then you're gonna play P4
you're gonna
Golden.
play
And then you
P5R.
can play Persona
And then
5, whichever
P3.
one you want.
No,
It can
no,
just
no,
be
no.
base vanilla P5 because you don't really need Royal. It doesn't make a
Okay,
difference. It's just a longer
okay.
game.
If you're gonna play P5, you need to play Royal.
Here's what I'm here's
No.
what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Recommendation from my chat.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play Persona 4 to not please either of you.
That's all. That's fair.
Okay, that's fair.
fair.
That's fair. That's fair. That's good. That's good. That's good. Praise
I
Persona 4
honestly think
Golden.
like P3 Reload would be a good place to start just because it's newer and like
You're very
more
passionate
relevant
about.
at the moment, but
Uh,
test me, Libra. Libra, I'll cook you right here and now. Don't play.
I can't stop.
We're gonna turn this
laughing.
into
That
a
was
cooking
so
stream.
much-
We're making chicken
That was
wings.
so much fun. That was
Don't
amazing.
test me. I'm very passionate. But speaking
Oh
of
my God.
SMT
Oh my
games,
God.
next one on my list, SMT Nocturne. That game fucking slaps. That game is so good. It's so hard though. I see. I like a lot of hard games. I'm
Yeah,
a gamer,
I
you
can
guys.
kind of tell. I can kind of tell.
I like a lot of the
we
strategy.
can tell that. We can see
based.
that.
Like SRPG probably is more accurate of what my tastes are aligned to, but like man, SMT Nocturne, like I can still remember the first time I played it. I just picked it up because it was like the greatest hits on sale,
Oh,
and it was already
yeah.
towards the PS2's like life expiration. But I still play. See, when PS3 came out, I still had my PS2, and I still
Yeah,
played it for
same.
like a good like 3 years, even after the fact. So which is why I don't have a lot of PS3 titles in my like favorites list at all, because I didn't play a lot of PS3 at all. I mean, after PS3, I basically stopped playing games on consoles. But no, yeah,
Yeah, that was kind of me. I
SMT
played,
Nocturne, like-
I did the Xbox 360, and then I just kind of full swang into PC.
right, same. Like I got into Switch, and then I went to PC. That was basically what happened to me.
I've
Yep.
always stayed with consoles. I've always had them like super close by.
Yeah.
Just because
Until
I like having
became
the physical
expensive.
media. Like that's the thing. I like having the cases on my shelf, so when I
Oh, same.
look into my like room, I just see, oh hey, I have all the cases lined up all nice and
And you
neat.
know,
it looks awesome.
That is 100% valid.
It's just like for
100%
me,
valid.
my issue is like I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on a console, but then also hundreds of dollars on a TV, and then hundreds of dollars on like to have the TV work. Like it's
Yeah.
just a lot. So I'm like I
Yeah,
can't afford it
yeah.
anymore. So but yeah, no, yeah, like Nocturne, like picture this, like I'm sitting there, like I don't really have that many expectations. It was my first SMT game.
oh wow.
Cause then I played like 4, and then like, God, see now I have like Devil Survivor. Okay, but I guess like 3DS era comes later. But like Devil Survivor is my favorite series and shit like that. But no, yeah, I sat down, I'm loading up SMT, and I'm like, oh cool, like I'm a high school boy. I'm gonna go meet up with my friends at this mall. The world ends. Immediately.
The world ends.
The world just freaking ends. I'm like, excuse me? We just okay. Well, I'm only an hour in the world. Okay, the world's ended. I've now become a demon. It's so good. It's such a strong opening.
It
They're like,
is.
listen,
And just like the animation at
we're
that
hitting the
time
nuke
period
button.
as well was so insane to see.
It's so good. And so basically, you're traversing post-apocalyptic Earth, and you gotta choose a route. You choose your law route. You choose your neutral route. You choose your chaos route. We always go chaos route in this household.
Yeah, good job, Kohi. Good job.
We're gonna go fight Lucifer, guys. We're gonna go take down the angels. It's so good.
Yeah,
Wait,
'cause
Yeah,
I mean,
SMT.
why would you
Actor.
live when you don't have any freedom? I mean, like, you gotta have the chaos. You gotta have the
Mhm.
will of choice.
Okay,
Yes.
hold on. I
Of
just remembered.
chaos.
I just
Yes.
remembered. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
We're not onto this era of gaming yet. Never mind. Continue.
It's okay.
PlayStation
And
3 and Xbox.
my last
I can see
pick.
Henry.
My last pick. I gotta decide. I guess I'll say Tales of Abyss. Tales of Abyss.
Okay, good.
I feel like
good,
Tales of
good, good,
Abyss,
good.
like really
Okay.
set a high standard for like narratives, which is why like I'm like really hard. I'm very harsh on the Tales of series just because I'm like, you did it better. You did it better in Abyss and in Vesperia. What are you doing?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's
God,
the
what you
thing.
doing?
Like they set such a high bar between Symphonia,
They did,
Abyss,
too
and
early.
Vesperia.
Too early
Oh,
on.
God.
Whoa,
I'm
Remi's
sorry.
thing.
Sorry.
Remi,
Sorry.
Remi.
Remi
Sorry.
did like Remi did the vine boom zoom.
Yeah, the line boom zoom with the teleport. Just
Sorry.
boom.
No, yeah, they set the bar way too high. I feel like going from like Abyss to Vesperia was like, ooh, like oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Like damn, they got banger after bang. Yeah, I like Zillia. Zillia won.
Zillia
Honestly,
one, yes.
Not Zillia 2. I'm gonna like I don't know why Zillia 2 is so much more popular than 1 because I
Zillia 2
disagree.
is not that good. Okay, well here's
It's
my
not.
thing. Here's my thing. Here's my thing with Zillia 2. So I
Yes.
think that
Say
I
it.
think the idea of it that they had going into it with the time mechanic and the choices and some of the fallouts in
It
Zillia
is cool
1,
as concept.
it was cool. It was a cool concept, but
Yes.
I still hate the fact that the character was a silent
Yes.
protagonist.
Yes, but Libra, it should have just been its own game. They should have just made Ludger and like that game its own game because like it
Yes,
just felt
I
it's like a Dawn of the
agree.
New World issue. It's literally Dawn of the New World. It's like it's more it's more playable than Dawn of the New World, but like
Oh god.
it
Dawn of
just
the New
feels like they
World.
just shield the Zillia characters against like you liked all these characters, guys. Let's ruin half of them.
Yeah, that's
Let's ruin half of them.
Sounds like me when I
Let's
read
just
the
give them
story.
alternative versions that are far
yeah,
worse.
and also the gating as well. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to pay off this much of your debt if you want to do
Yeah, the
anything.
debt. I forgot the debt.
Yeah,
Aw.
don't you hate gatekeeping like that, to where a game just forcibly says, hey,
Yeah.
even though
the
you've
game-
done all the story stuff you want, you can't proceed until you do X thing amount of times.
It forces you to do the side content. I hate that. Listen, that's usually my gripes with like things like Genshin and stuff. When it's just like, let me do. You're not gonna let me do my own thing. Oh, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get upset. I'm gonna get mad.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I don't know. It's never hit the same. Like I do like the beginning of Zestiria. I feel like the opening was super strong, and like Mikleo and Saray are really strong characters. I like Alicia a lot, but like, ooh, the latter half of that game drops off.
But the
That
characters,
game.
the characters in
Ooh.
this Syria are awesome. I mean, there's a reason
Yes.
why I end up having a figure of our favorite yellow Earth girl.
Yeah, Edna. Edna Love.
Edna's amazing. Edna's so good. Have
Yeah.
you seen Edna before, Remi?
Have I seen what now?
Okay, I don't
Edna
think you-
from Tales of Zestiria. She's like blonde lolly with like an umbrella. She's really cute.
Oh, she's super cute. She is.
She's so
insanely
cute. Like,
so.
she's probably one of like the best designs of like Tales of. I love her design so much. She got
Feel
the
free to
weird
feel
boots.
free to post a picture though. I don't think I've
Yeah,
seen her.
I'm sending
Yeah.
you a picture. I'm sending you a picture of her right now.
Oh
There
my
she
god,
is.
she is precious.
She's so cute.
She is
Yeah, and
precious.
also there's a detail about it, about like the boots as well. Which I mean, I don't think it's really gonna matter. Should I say it?
Yeah.
Should I say it, Kohi?
Yeah, you can just if she's never gonna play it, you may as well.
Yeah, So here's the thing. One of the things I really love about her design is the boots, and the reason
Okay.
is because those boots are oversized because they were her brothers who ended up,
Her older
dying.
brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, technically, he got corrupted and turned into an evil big dragon.
Yeah, but I mean,
Gotcha.
eventually, dies.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
mean,
That's essentially
basically,
dying. Yeah.
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 And she keeps them around, even though because you can tell by looking at her that she's kind of the silent, like type that isn't very
She's
expressive in a
sassy.
lot of
She got a
ways.
mouth on her.
Yeah, she does have a mouth on her.
No
but she
nonsense
doesn't-
chick.
Yeah, she doesn't show a lot of her emotions, and
Yeah.
she doesn't. She
Okay,
tries to be
but-
She's a
about that.
kudere.
If she's a no
Harvey, hello, Tactical.
nonsense,
Thank you for the raid.
if she's a no nonsense, just like I'm gonna tell it to you how it is kind of character, I'm already
Yes.
liking her more.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
Oh,
she's
yes.
awesome.
Yes,
She's
and
a
she's
really good
like
character.
she has such good back and forth with a lot of the characters because she messes with them as well.
Oh,
just,
yeah.
just because she knows how to push people's buttons.
I love it. I love her already.
She's big. She's like the small strong. She's got
A
big
small
power.
strong.
Yeah, I mean,
She
it
can
is
make
true.
earthquakes.
Yeah, she can make earthquakes. She has all the power. She
She's
has
got the
all power.
stompies, the steppies.
She can give
Hey,
the
I've got that
steppies, yeah,
too.
that's for sure. yeah, something in common. Let's go.
Okay, but my model's legs
Yeah, that's my
actually
top.
do
That's
move.
my 5. That was my top 5.
That was the top 5. We had some
Yes.
good ones in this. We had some really good ones.
We
And
did.
also, Kohi, man, we went hard on that sibling argument there. That was amazing.
Oh my god,
Not
you
gonna
guys
forgive-
really did.
I'll never forget. I'll never forget what you said.
Hey,
I'll
no,
never
I'm never
forget.
forget you either, because you're wrong.
Oh no, you're absolutely
Oh
wrong. I'm
god,
right.
here we go again.
No,
I'm
no,
always
no,
right.
No, you're not always right. I mean,
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I'm a
I mean,
genius, bird.
you've had a lot of wrong opinions whenever all. of
That's
our
not
chats so far.
true. My
Yes, it
opinions
is.
are always
No,
right.
they're not. If they were always right, then we wouldn't have arguments.
No, it's because you're wrong. I'm always right.
No. I am always
My
right. We share the
opinion
same
is
brain
superior. Am uncomfortable, but not about me.
cell. God, I missed this. This was so good. Can you believe it's
Yeah,
already
and you-
been 3 hours already, guys?
Really?
That is
Oh my
crazy.
god.
Yes.
Oh my god, we
Time
are. I
flies.
swear the last time I looked at that we were just 2 hours in.
I feel like it was like still like 10 o'clock.
Oh my
I
god.
know. Time passes by like so fast tonight.
So
I've
quickly.
enjoyed myself so much.
This is the
This
best
has
way
been
for
a
me to
lot
end
of
my
fun, you
vacation, to
two.
be perfectly honest. This is the best way I could have ended
Oh
up.
no, you gotta go back to work.
I do,
Oh,
yeah.
oh no, not the work.
No.
Not the work.
I was
paid.
off for the entire month of February. Paid, by the
Wow.
way.
That's
Paid.
awesome.
Wow.
That is crazy. That's so good.
I took the
Eee,
entire month of
yummy.
February off, and I got PTO for it too, so.
It's so
Yeah, that-
good.
That's the best of both worlds right there.
And-
That is the best.
And even after that, I still have like 100 hours of PTO left.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
go!
Let's go! Were you
Let's
just saving
go.
it up for a super long time, or what?
I have no sense of self-preservation, so I just work a lot.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm
no.
real though. That's me these days. I'm in the
I mean,
sweatshop.
Like, if it's good if you can save it up for a long time and then, take, like, a very extended break, I mean, that's good. That's good.
That's
if you're able to do
exactly what I
that.
did. Well, the reason why I took this vacation
Oh.
was to help my mom, but she had to go
Aw,
through
that's
she
so
had to go through
sweet.
surgery, so I took the month
Mm.
off to help her recover.
That's so sweet.
That is so sweet.
Remi is sweet.
I'm a
Remi's
mama's
sweet and
girl
pretty.
through and through. I'm mama's girl.
Mama's
That-
girl.
That's good, though. That's good. We're here for family. We're always here for family.
Absolutely. But tonight's my last
So-
night. I have to go back to work tomorrow, actually.
No.
So
Good luck, Remi. Good luck.
thank you. It's gonna be a time.
It's gonna be a
Mama,
time for
you can
sure.
do it. You can
But
do it.
I think I have one question for you two.
Yes.
One
Okay.
Go on.
question for each of you before we end up closing things out for the night.
Yes.
So what would you say overall is your favorite memory from the 90s and early 2000s that if you think back to that
Hmm.
time period that pops into your head?
Is this just
Because
like
I know-
general memory in general? Is it memory related to
Yes,
games?
yes.
Just general memory.
To games, cartoons,
General?
commercials,
Mm.
whatever. Because I know for me, I know exactly what my memory is. Because I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was one
Oh
of
my
my
God,
favorite
Courage the
cartoons
Cowardly
of all
Dog.
time.
Oh my god.
Yes, and I remember very specifically because whenever I was the little bird, I was watching Courage the Cowardly Dog, and it was one of the scary episodes. I think it was At least it was scary to me because I think it was the one with the giant starfish that was destroying all at the middle of nowhere that spawned in to go after Muriel because she wasn't talking.
Oh, no.
And I was scared of that. And a little baby bird me watching at the time was like, just try and find my way through the dark house and make it to Mama Bird's
no.
room and be like, Mama Bird, can I sleep with you, Mama Bird? and I had never done that before. So Mama Bird was so confused because I was up past when I was supposed to be asleep. So it was a mix of like, why are you up? And just like, yeah, get in here.
I threw up.
I threw
He's like
up.
standing in the dark. I threw up.
I wasn't smart enough. I was not smart enough. I was honest to a fault whenever I was younger. And, I just remember that, after seeing the Courage and then, going to Mama Bird with that. And then Mama Bird would watch Courage with me. And then she was wondering, how in the world is this on television? Almost every episode. I used to think back to that
Return
a
the
lot.
slab, or
Slab.
suffer my
Slab.
curse.
Suffer my curse.
Oh.
I have so many memories of that show.
What's your offer?
Or there was like the fox.
What's
There was the fox with the crazy eyes behind his sunglasses. That would freak me out. I didn't like his freaky eyes.
I
Yeah,
think
the
the
creepy eyes.
episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog that freaked me out the most was the episode with the barber.
Oh,
Freaky
yeah.
Fred.
Yes.
That one creeped me out.
With the
Freaky
smile.
Fred. Yeah. That episode freaked me out.
I mean,
He would
there
be
was a lot
shaving
of-
like Courage's ass, and it was so uncomfortable.
I know. Ugh.
everything about it, and also just because he's just like, and I was very naughty.
Naughty.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like he added so much emphasis to the naughty every single time. But what about you two? You have anything like that that comes to mind?
So I have one
I
that's
can go.
unrelated.
Oh, you can go, Remy, go.
I have one that's unrelated to gaming, and then I have one that's related to gaming.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So the one. Also, wow, Kohi, I'm not following you. I am now. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, thank you, big woman.
My favorite memory of my childhood that's not related to gaming is one day I woke up and I was getting ready for school, and my dad already had my bag packed and everything. He already had my book bag filled and everything. He's like, it's out in the truck. Come on, let's go. So Papa Remy takes me out to his truck. We get in. We start driving to school. And while we're driving, I notice that he goes past the road that would take us to school. And I'm like, Papa Remy, you passed... You passed the turn to go to school. And he's like, we're not going to school.
Oh.
And he
okay.
tells me to
Okay.
look in my backpack. So I grab my backpack, I open it up, and there's
Oh.
beach towels. And he's like, we're going to the beach today.
Oh,
That's
let's
awesome!
go.
Let's go.
That is one of my fondest memories that I don't even remember how old I was when it happened. I was still in like grade school. But I just remember that because it was such a huge deal for me. Like I was woke up, you think you're going to go to school and have another boring day at school. And then
Yeah.
it's like, surprise, we're actually going to the beach. I loved that.
That's so nice.
Yeah, that is so nice. That is awesome. I wish Mama Bird would have let me do that.
There was another day when I was in high school where like, again, Papa Remy drove me to school. And he walks me indoors, and we're standing at the desk and everything. And as we're like talking and everything, he looks over at me and he's like, "You don't look so well. Are you sick? Do you want to go
Aw.
home?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." You know, because I didn't want to go to school. So
Yeah.
we go back out to the truck. He starts driving me, and this entire time I'm hamming it up, trying to act like I'm sick and everything. And my
Yeah.
dad's just like, "You can drop the act."
Classic.
He tells me, he's just like, "You can drop the act. I know you're not sick. I just thought I'd try to get you out of school for the day." And I'm like, "Okay, thank you, Dad."
That's so cute.
My dad did
Coming
lots
in
of stuff like
clutch. Let's
that.
go.
Yeah.
That is Dad of the
That's so
Year
good.
right there. That's amazing.
And then I think my favorite memory, specifically of like gaming, was with Star Ocean: The Second Story. My second disc was scratched. I could not play it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But the game meant so much to me that even though I could not go to the second disc and I couldn't progress the story, I just continuously played the first disc for hours and hours and hours,
Ah.
just
let's
leveling up my
go.
characters as high as I could, and in a zone that was like I was drastically out leveled because I just loved the game so much. It was so important to me. It still is. I think that's my favorite gaming memory.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, that's so cool though. And that's dad of the year material though.
Oh yeah,
It
my
really
dad did lots
is.
of stuff like that for me
It's so good.
and my C-Star,
Oh
my sister,
God.
sister Remi.
The sister
Sister
Remi.
Remi.
So what about you, Kohi? What do you
Uh,
got?
I already kind of touched upon it when we were talking about like playing demos at like Walmart and stuff. But yeah, definitely like those shopping weekends. There's just like a tradition. Like every Saturday is shopping day, so we go get
Mhm.
groceries, and then we spend time like going out to like a store. It kind of just like makes me miss like how would I put this? Like mall culture, kind of just like going out and
Yeah.
browsing. So many
Yeah.
stores, like plazas and malls being just full of people. There's
Just
so
making
many
an entire day
stores, so
out of
many cool
it.
novelties.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Like you just take a whole day to just like walk around the mall, go to every store, check out stuff. You could like play, like I said, like you could like stay there and like play demos. Like I remember there would be crowds of kids
Yeah,
around like the
going
demo
to-
stations when like a new game came out.
Oh yeah.
I specifically, I can remember too. I can remember like when Ruby and Sapphire was about to come out. Like they had the little Game Boy Advances like lit up like at the
Yeah,
Walmart
yeah.
electronics
Oh,
section. And I remember like
yes.
playing through the demos for it.
Yep, the same.
And I guess like I can lead into this memory where I didn't even really talk about it that much. I just was very excited, but I'm sure there was like a lot of like Ruby and Sapphire promotion throughout every store. I remember like coming home from
Yeah.
school one day and like Papa Kohi, like it's so funny because like I think he was trying to like fool me or something, but I was like, I'm an innocent kid. But he just like he's in the car, he's like, oh, so like I went to Target to try and get you the new Pokemon game. I'm like, you did? What? And he's like, yeah, but they said they were sold out. So like they gave me this receipt so that we could pick it up another day. And like he gives me the receipt. And I'm like, oh, that's okay. Like I can
Yeah.
wait. And then I don't think he was expecting that reaction because like, actually I have the game. And then he pulls out the Ruby box and I'm like, whoa!
That reminds me.
Oh my god!
That reminds me of something
Oh,
similar that
the
happened to
cool
me.
fast one.
Yeah, and oh god, I remember like he played it with me for like he doesn't really care. He played Pokemon Red and Blue with me, but
Yeah.
he didn't play it in a while. But like I remember he did sit down with me for like 2-3 hours, and I was like, look at, do you see the graphics? Look how colorful Pokemon is. He's like, this is a beautiful game. Pokemon looks so beautiful now.
That actually that reminds me of something that happened to me because again I'm gonna attest to Papa Remi's being an
Yeah.
absolute Chad. We were in Dollar Tree,
Dollar Tree.
and
Dollar
Okay.
Tree.
Pokemon card packs back then were like 99 cents, right?
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, they would get them sometimes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they
you're
had
right.
they had the Pokemon card packs in Dollar Tree, and I asked Papa Remi, I'm like,
Hmm.
Dad, I really want to get a pack of Pokemon cards, and he told me no, and I was just like,
Oh no.
oh, and well, I didn't really care. I was just like, oh, okay, and then I shrugged it
Yeah.
off and just kept going.
Yeah.
And Papa Remi
Yeah,
stops
yeah.
and he's like, you know what? Just for that reaction, go get yourself a pack.
He's like, wow.
He's like,
No
that was a much more mature
Wow.
response than I was expecting. You know what? Good job. Go ahead and go get one.
That's so funny. That's so
That
good.
is- Papa Remi is a Chad.
I
So
love
good.
both of my
That is
parents.
awesome.
And
Oh.
actually, I thought of one more memory that I would love to share. One of
Yeah,
my
go for
other
it.
Yeah,
one of my
go
other
for it.
favorite memories of my childhood was like waking up for school every day and turning on the
Mm.
cable TV and like going to VH1 to watch music videos before going to work.
Oh. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they, VH1 and like what
They
was
play
the
the music videos in the morning. I do
MTV,
remember
yeah.
that. I mean,
Oh,
more
yeah.
specifically, like summer vacation. Like I remember like being up early
Mhm.
because I would have to stay at Grandma Kohi's place because Papa Kohi works like throughout the year.
Mhm.
But so like because I couldn't stay home, I was too young to stay home alone. I'd go to Grandma Kohi's house, but like I would put that on too, and I'd be like, yeah, my friends, we like to listen to Aiden and My Chemical Romance. They play the music
Yes.
videos in the morning.
Yes.
them.
Oh my god. I miss that. I miss just waking up in the morning and then just sitting there and watching an
Yeah.
episode of Pokemon or turning on
Oh,
MTV or VH1 and watching music videos in like grainy 360p.
But yeah, the 360, you were
It's so
lucky. I
good.
was lucky to get 240.
Yeah, I know. That was high quality back then.
Yeah, that was high quality. You know this like 4K HD nonsense you have? No, we
No,
had
none
had
of
like
that.
That was
240 or
like
144p. You could count
Yeah,
the
it
pixels.
was like 4.
That
I
was
think it was like
like
480p.
that was how I got introduced to like Seosin and Breaking Benjamin and all that other stuff.
Oh,
And
yes.
all the other stuff.
My Chemical
Okay.
Romance. Yeah.
Man, this was so much fun, you two. This was
You.
awesome.
It was so
you
much
have to share with us,
fun.
Libra. You have to share with us. We shared with you.
Yeah, it's your turn.
It's your
Oh,
turn.
but I already shared one of my stories.
Oh, you know, you're right. You did. Your Courage the Cowardly Dog. What's your gaming one,
Oh,
though?
right,
you didn't
right,
give us
right,
a
right,
gaming
right.
related one.
Yeah, give us a gaming related one.
Okay, a gaming related one. Okay.
Putting you on the
okay.
spot. No pressure.
Okay, so here's the
No,
thing.
there is pressure,
like,
actually.
Whenever it comes to like my parents, I really don't have too many because my parents are like mostly hands off.
Mhm. Oh.
But okay, here's the thing. So I'll go this because I don't really remember it because this is like a secondhand retelling. So
Mhm.
whenever I was younger, my first console was a Nintendo 64. Okay,
Mhm.
and I ended up getting that because I was the weird kid because I had autism whenever I was younger and
The
stuff.
weird
No!
Yeah,
It's not
and-
weird. I mean, I don't know. It's funny, like, real quick, not to interject, but, like, I feel like back then, like, maybe it was just, like, the area I lived in, but I feel like back then, like, you were kind of cool if you played games. Like, a lot of kids played games when I was
Oh,
younger.
yeah.
My place, no. Like my school, no.
Really?
Really?
You were still a bit of an outcast if you ended up like playing games because, like the principal at my school was all about sports. It was sports,
Oh.
Okay.
sports. So it was you either had to do baseball, football, or basketball, and if you were not in one of those, you were a nobody.
Oh
Interesting.
boy, one of
And
those places.
that carried all that cascaded all the way down from like high school all the way down to
Oh,
like
no.
first grade. So that was
Wow.
the mindset
Wow.
that everybody had there is you needed to be into sports. But the story that I'm going into is a little bit before that. So the first console was the Nintendo 64. I had a therapist. I think he was a therapist. He was something like that. Who basically
something like a
Something
therapist.
like that.
something like that. So I still think he was a bit of a quack, but that's just me. But he basically just told my mama bird, "Hey, you need to get that kid. You need to get that kid in Nintendo 64 and Super Mario right now." She had no idea what the hell a video game console was. What's a Nintendo 64? So she ends up getting that because I had no attention span. I couldn't pay attention onto anything. She goes out there that day, goes overdrawn in her bank account to be able to get a Nintendo 64
Whoa.
and Super Mario 64.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I mentioned that part to you, Sumi. She actually goes overdrawn because she's just working
Oh,
odd
no.
jobs because
Oh,
she doesn't
no.
have, like an actual, stable income as a single
Right.
mother.
Right.
So she ends up getting that, and then I start playing it for the very first time, and note I am 3 at this point. I'm only 3.
But no attention
Wow.
span at a 3-year-old.
Yeah, but it was to an absurd degree to where I actually couldn't focus on anything. Like I had no. I still wasn't even talking at this point.
Oh my
Like, I had
gosh.
only said like maybe 5 words at this point total.
Mm.
Like all of my development was so far delayed that we didn't even think that I would ever, actually get through school at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So then I start playing through Super Mario 64, and I've told Sumi this and a few of my other friends. I beat Super Mario 64 when I was 3 years old.
Wow.
Gamer.
Absolute gamer.
She was born to be a gamer.
Yes, I was born to be a gamer. And the thing that I love about it is I, at that time, Mama Burb was with like I guess you could say he was like my adopted dad, stepdad kind of thing, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he got addicted to games because of this, because he would see me playing Super Mario 64, and then he
Yeah.
became a gamer through that because he would try and help
That's funny.
me. but
Right.
he was worse at Mario 64 than me.
Yeah.
Sounds like my uncle that gave me
So
the.
what? Yeah, so a lot of the nights that we would have at that point is didn't have preschool or kindergarten at that point yet. It would
Yeah.
be me sitting on his lap, just playing through Super Mario 64.
It's so cute.
It is. We have pictures of it still from like that
Aw.
time period, and that's how I got connected to him. But that's also
Mm.
the reason why I hate facial hair, because he had a beard. So whenever I would sit in his lap, his beard would be on top of my head, and it would just be that scritchy scratchy.
Yeah.
The scritchies. The scritchies.
Yep, all the scritchies and the
good.
scratchies. Yeah,
good
he
story.
kept gaming until the Xbox 360 era.
Wow.
And then he-
Dang.
then he-
It's so good. I love that.
That's
Yeah, and
excellent.
he finally fell off. Like he got into it for a very good while. He actually skipped work multiple times to play Super Mario 64 with
Aw.
me. He was awesome. He was awesome. I need to visit him again. Like sometime this year.
Sounds
Eat
like,
some barbecue.
sounds like my
Ooh,
uncle
the
who,
barbecue.
the one who gave me the Legend of Dragoon. There was a boss I was stuck on that I couldn't beat, and I asked him. I was like, "Can you beat this boss for me?" And he did.
That's so good. Can you beat this for me?
Yeah, that's what I
that's
did.
Awesome.
So
That is awesome.
yeah,
Games connecting families together.
yeah. Me and my me and my
Papa
mom.
Kohi was a
and-
gamer for a while too.
Oh yeah, me and Mama
Yeah.
Remi and Papa Remi, we would all like take turns playing Spyro. My dad and I would play a game called X Games together. We played that.
X Games.
Next game.
Yeah. So everyone in my family is a little bit of a gamer at least.
Yeah. I mean,
Me and
that
Papa
always
Kohi
happens.
was the Star Wars Battlefront on the PS2. That was his favorite.
Oh my
We would play it
God.
together.
I love Star Wars. Okay, whenever I was talking about
Yes.
the Star Wars, like whenever I was talking about like the PlayStation 2 era games, I'm just cross out one of those
Yeah.
games and slap Star Wars Battlefront 2 in there. Oh my God,
It
I
was
spent
so
so
good. It's
much
such a good
time on that
game.
game.
Such
It's
a
an
good
Like
excellent game.
legit. It's really
Unironically
good.
so good.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
mean, that-
fun. I feel
that-
like
it was
I feel like
amazing.
they should just make it like that. Like just make a
Just
shooting game,
remaster
make
it.
like that again.
You
Yeah,
will sell
so
so many
good.
copies. You will make
It was-
bank.
Yeah, because that was
Tell
so
'em.
much
Tell
better
'em,
than
Remi.
the Battlefronts that they did on the PS4 era. It's
It's
not
such
even
a good game.
competition.
Yeah, no,
I
the
feel like
dice
the
games
Star Wars
are-
games back then were like a lot of fun. Like, like Battlefront was genuinely just a really good game.
Yeah,
But
it
like I feel like
was.
the games of that era, like even if they were flawed, like they were just fun and dumb. Like the
Oh,
pod racer.
absolutely.
Oh,
The
yeah,
pod
pod
racer
racer
game.
game.
Yes.
Pod racing.
Pod racing. They did so much during that era, especially like stuff we didn't even talk about, like all
Spider-Man
the
2
movie
on the
games and like
PS2.
tie-in games and stuff. Like,
Spider-Man.
man, there's
Oh my
so
God, the
much
Spider-Man
still left on the
games.
table.
I know there's
so
still
much
so
Never
much on the
forget
table.
Spider-
We should do another stream like this and continue talking
We just
more about it.
we definitely need just like PS2 era, like just for
Oh,
Just
PS2 era.
PlayStation 2 era
PS2 era
games.
is so good.
I
Like, that is
know.
such an amazing era of gaming right there. But I think for now we shall be wrapping it up for tonight.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm good.
You both okay with that?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
See, we gotta stop. I gotta stop myself because I'd be yapping. I'll just be yapping for like 6 hours.
We honestly could go for a very long time, but we need to find, a good little, stopping break point.
Yeah.
Especially, for the chat. So,
I mean, oh god, Libra, I don't know about you, but like I've been playing Star Rail on stream and like I knocked out all of Pinakani on stream by like streaming for 10 hours.
Oh my God.
My
wow.
stamina is impeccable. My streaming
God,
stamina.
okay, how do you like Penacony? Do you like Penacony
I
a lot?
It's kinda good.
absolutely freaking love it. It's
Okay.
so
Yeah,
I was
good.
actually
it's
planning
so-
on trying to do some catch up tonight and try to grind some more
Yes.
polls to get.
Remi,
Penacony is
You won't
so
regret
good.
it.
You will not regret it. Penacony is
amazing.
amazing.
Okay.
like Star Rail is really like rising to the top as like like even though it's a gacha live
So
game,
live
like
service, yeah.
I feel like it feels like it gives me in like the most affectionate way possible like PS2 RPG era feels, because like the dialogue silly as hell, the game
okay,
silly as hell,
here's what
but
I
then
say.
it hurts you a lot.
Like, here's what I say about it. Honkai Star Rail is the biggest shit post of a game that I have played in years.
It's great.
It
It's
is
so
so-
silly. And
fantastic.
then when it wants to hurt you, it hurts you really good.
It hurts you
Yes.
hard.
It hurts you
Oh, yeah,
hard.
and also, did you? Okay, you two saw the Sparkle trailer, right? The
Yeah,
monotone
I
or whatever it
did.
I
was,
love
Sparkle
her.
trailer.
I'm pulling for her on Sunday, you guys.
Yes, I
Wish
pulled
me
for
luck.
her today. I pulled for her today. I got both her
Love
and
her.
her light cone and 40 pulls. So
Oh
Oh my
I'm
god,
very happy.
I used 50
got the- you
pulls and
got
I
her
didn't get
feet.
Sparkle. Damn it.
Her feet like cone.
I just
yeah, I mean,
need
Sparkle just came
her.
out today. Sparkle just came out today, so there's gonna be a lot of time to pull for the feet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to get her just because she would make my Seala team so much better.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still just running a dot team with Kafka and Black Swan.
Mm,
So
My primary
E6
team
inhibitor
is
Lune Haver.
oh yeah, wait, seriously.
Yes, I am E6 inhibitor Lune Haver.
oh my god,
Oh
you're
my
a whale.
God. So as soon as he gets
Yes, I
Sparkle,
am.
that's just
I'm
gonna
a
be
proud whale.
absolutely destroying everything.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
Donhung IL when he got
Oh,
his
my wife.
rerun.
Okay,
And now I
I got
need-
the merch and everything.
Okay, yes. That's we'll stop before we get distracted even more.
Yeah.
Okay, stop. Yeah, we gotta stop. End the
we
stream.
gotta stop, we gotta
End the
stop.
stream, guys.
Yeah, good time talking to all of you. Good time talking to all you. Thank you for joining me, Kohi, and as well as you, Remi. Always glad to have both of you around. This has been absolutely amazing.
It was a
This lot of
blast. I
fun.
had so much fun.
It was so fun.
Yes,
Thank you,
especially the
guys.
sibling argument that we end up getting into. So,
Over
for those in the
Persona.
stream, I will see you guys later. Bye bye.
See you guys. I'm gonna go
Bye.
fight Libra in the Denny's parking lot. Put your
Wait,
bets
what?
in now.
I'm
No,
gonna
no,
go
we're not gonna
raid
fight.
somebody.
Oh my god. So yes, Remi, you go ahead and do the raid. Because I went ahead and just ended already.
I
This
am
was-
gonna go raid my friend Hayami Mai, which I am going to just tell
No,
my chat
it's
about.
Hayami! Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm raiding
Excuse me,
Hayami.
Hayami.
Yeah, I mean,
I
Remi,
love her.
Yeah, Remi knows them and I know them.
I do, yes.
Hayami is
I actually talk with
lovely. I
with
believe-
Jifu a lot. Actually, I talk with Jifu a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, because I mean, I've known Hayami since I started VTubing. We
Oh.
talk occasionally back and forth. Because I think
Small
I said a
world.
long time ago to you, Kohi, that we
Yeah.
needed to do like a collab with that, with like the three of us.
Yeah.
I would love to. We should all
'Cause
get together
Hayami
and do
and
like
me, we
Lethal
be
Company.
the Persona buddies. We be going off about Persona 3. Like
The four of us.
nobody's
Oh my
business.
god, the four of us should get together and do Lethal Company.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
yes.
God.
I would love
Yes.
that.
That would
Yes,
be so
I s-
much fun.
Yes, absolutely. I have no
Okay,
idea what to do
so,
in that game.
Yeah,
to
I
my
don't
chat,
either, so that way you can tell me what to do, Remi. You can tell me what
I will
to do.
happily teach all of you what to do.
Thank you.
So for everyone in my chat, we are gonna go raid Hayami Mai. I'm gonna go drop you off with Auntie Hayami. So we're gonna
Auntie
raid
Hayami.
Hayami. There we go. Thank you guys for coming, and Libra and Kohi, thank you for doing the stream with me. I had a blast. I had so much fun.
Yeah. So much fun.
So we're gonna go raid Hayami and send her some love, and I hope that all of you have a wonderful rest of your night, and remember that you are my treasures, and I adore you. I treasure you. Bye, everybody. If you two want to say bye-bye.
Alright.
Bye-bye.
Yes, Kohi. Oh, it's Kohi, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
Yes,
coming.
and- Yep. Always glad.
Always. Bye, guys.
You don't know.
Raid now.
Okay,
Raid now.
Right now. Send
Get
them
out of here.